Alright guys, welcome. We are here and we're gonna be watching some mega wrestling tonight. It is Saturday night, it is the weekend, and the weekend is hitting us right because tonight we got not one, not two, not three, but we got four big shows happening tonight. It's crazy, four big shows, one night is insane, but we are here for all the insanity, so that's right. Gary, it's good to see you. Ricky, great to see ya. We got True in the house, my brother, good to see ya. Good to see everybody. Hello, Ricky. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, we've got big night of wrestling. I mean, we can already see we got Matthew Ray Walt right there. Of course, they are very excited. We got the commentators very excited about Slammiversary that's yet to come. Tonight, Impact Wrestling is celebrating 21 years of existence, 21 years of being in business. Impact Wrestling. A lot of people said, it should be sold to the WWE. It should not be existing anymore. How is it still in business? Who watches Impact Wrestling? We're Impact Wrestling here with a slap to the face to all the people who have been very critical about their company for years and years. 21 years of Impact Wrestling being celebrated live right here. We've got a banger. We've got big matches coming up tonight. Of course, this one right here is what is going to be the actual main event of the night. We've got Alex Shelley versus Nick Aldis for the World Championship. Then we've got the co-main event, which in my books I feel is the rightful main event. We got Deonna Purrazzo versus Trinity Fatu. It is going to be for the Knockouts World title. Sasha Banks is expected to be there, actually, behind the scenes, actually supposed to be there somewhere in the back, in the gorilla, for this match. So that's another very interesting part. Mercedes Monet is gonna be there. We've got this match here, of course, of Bully Ray and Diener versus Scott D'Amore and somebody else, a mystery partner. Now, when it comes to the mystery partner, there is some speculation, some guesses here and there. What I have been hearing from a lot of people is that Eric Young could actually be appearing, could actually be showing up. So that's that. I see a question here from Ricky, my brother, asking me what time is TripleMania starting. So as you can see, by the way, great question, Ricky. So right here, I've got all the four shows listed. So whatever shows we're watching right now, whatever shows are live, they are going to be colored. The others are going to be, in like grayscale. So right now we're going to be watching Collision, because that's live, and as well as Slammiversary, because that is also live now. TripleMania Battle of the Belts, you'll be seeing them go colored as well when they go live, but they are going to be going live in a bit because Battle of the Belts is going to be beginning in 2 hours from now, right after Collision. If you talk about TripleMania, that's going to be starting in an hour and a half from now, so that's that. Eric Young has been resurrected. It seems like it, brother. Seems like it. We got Andrew, my brother Nautic, right here, and I know every single time I'm in the studio, I'm thinking Nautic's gonna be so happy tonight, and every single time I'm not in the studio, I think Nautic is gonna kick my ass tonight. I know Nautic not in the studio tonight, but yeah, we are. It's gonna be a long night, and I thought, yeah, just let's do it from home. So that's that. That's right, Great American Bash at SummerSlam. That's right, definitely, Ricky. We're going to be in the studio for all those events, without a doubt. So coming back to the card for Slammiversary, I mean, it's a spectacular card. This is the match that I believe is going to be kicking off the show. We've got the X Division Championship. I'm not sure, but I believe it's going to kick off the show. It's Chris Sabin versus Leo Rush. Leo Rush is once again here. Leo Rush is once again going to be fighting, and he's going to be here tonight taking on the X Division Champion Chris Sabin for his title. So it's going to be interesting. We're looking forward to it. That's right. Okay, Nautic, that sounds good. James says, hello, ladies. James, good to see you, my brother. Tonight is a big night, obviously. We got Collision, which is going to be a incredible show. I mean, Ricky Starks, CM Punk, one-on-one. You don't need to say any more than that. We also have on Slammiversary this match right here, the Impact World Tag Team Championship. It's gonna be a big match, fatal 4-way tag team championship match. We got ABC, Moose, Brian Myers, you got Rich Swann, Sami Callihan, and the Subculture. So definitely a big Big Show, Frankie Kazarian, Eddie Edwards, the rivalry that is forever here to stay. That is also going to be happening. Oh, actually, this is the match that's going to be kicking things off. The Ultimate X match is kicking things off, so this is going to be good. Drew says this match is going to be a banger. Absolutely, I expect for it to be. I mean, you've got, some of the best. It's a mix, by the way. It's a combination. You talked about high flyers, or you talk about your powerhouses. You've got all of those people in this tag team match, so definitely a banger. All right. Wait a second. I think I'm going deaf. What's going on? Wait a second. You want guys? You want me to turn the microphone up? Is this better? Is this better? Okay, let me know. Let me know if this is better. Zane, good to see you, my brother. Welcome. Great to see all of you guys, and. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me fine. Okay, so the show's about to kick off. Better. Thank you for that, Ricky. Thanks for letting me know. And here we are, guys. The Ultimate X match is indeed kicking things off right here. Impact Wrestling. This is the match. The Ultimate X is kicking things off. Of course, so it's going to be good. So he says, I don't know, Kushida was an Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling sometimes can really surprise you with the roster. They get the best. Tonight, as you probably would have heard, we've got Mercedes Moné, who's going to be backstage for tonight's show. A lot of people were like, okay, what's going to be happening? I mean, she's going to be there. Is she going to show up? I believe it's mostly for, of course, Trinity. She's there to support her best friend, Trinity Fatu, who was also there, by the way, in Japan for Mercedes earlier. So it's only in support of Trinity, I believe, who is going to be going for the Impact World title tonight. Sounds a bit distorted. All right, sorry about that, Drew. Let's see if this is better. Sorry about the technical difficulties. This microphone probably will have to be retired. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to retire this microphone. This one is giving us a hard time. Let me know if this is better. If not, I'll switch over to the other mic that I have right now. Alright, cool. Thank you. Let me know, guys. And here we are. Kevin Knight making his way out right here for this one. We've got the Ultimate X. I believe for this one, it's gonna be, of course, as you probably know, the winner of the Ultimate X basically gets a shot at the X Division title. So it is for a shot at the title. You got Jonathan Gresham, who also has a big chance at winning this one. You got Kushida, who, I don't have to say much about him. You all know Kushida. Kevin Knight is here. I believe the underdogs are right over here. Alan Angels, Knight, the underdogs of this match. Kushida could be it. Gresham, perhaps. I think it's either Bailey or Kushida. In my books, I think that's what's going to be happening. But let me know. Ricky says, yeah, we good. Thank you. Better. Thank you, my brothers. Thank you for that. I just had to turn off the air conditioning, but that's okay. And here we are. Mike Bailey on his way out. By the way, speaking of Collision, we are really starting off with the banger. We are starting things off with the FTR, and they look angry. They look enraged. Okay, let's see which match is going to be better tonight. By the way, let me know, guys, in the comments, who do you think is going to be winning this Ultimate X match that's starting right now? Bailey, Gresham, Kushida, Knight, or Angels? Who is going to be walking away with the win, I guess? Let me know. All right. Ricky says keep the... No, that's all right, Ricky. That's okay. We're fine. Okay, here we are. Oh dear, here we are. Alan Angels making his way out right here. The part that sucks the most is that Joe Hendry was surprisingly in the pre-show. So Joe Hendry did not make it, to the actual pay-per-view. He was on the pre-show. So that was surprising and also a bit disappointing because I love Joe Hendry. I like watching his matches. So the fact that he was on the pre-show is, I don't know. And also, the fact that he lost that match. I mean, Kenny King, he defeated Joe Hendry. So now we have a new digital media champion at Impact Wrestling. So very surprising, result to that match. It really is. But let's see, what else do we have? Jake Something is back. Oh, that's right. That's right, True. Jake Something is back indeed. Ricky says Mike Bailey is going to be winning this match. We shall see Alan Angels, by the way, climbing up. Yep. Trying to reach him. My goodness. Alan Angels is a bit too short, to get that advantage in this match right here. It's both, for both the underdogs, Alan Angels as well as Kevin Knight, I feel a bit too short to win this match. And thank you for that, my brother James. That's correct. If you are new here, hit the like, hit the subscribe. That's right. And here we go. My goodness, Kevin Knight already has reached the X, by the way. He is already hanging off the ropes, trying to get the X. Dear, it's crazy. Look at that. Speaking of Collision, FTR right now with the upper hand. Yep, they're doing well. Kevin Knight has been... Oh, goodness. That seemed like a bowling alley right there. Kevin Knight has been thrown off the ring to the ringside on all of the other 4 competitors, and all 5 men now are down and they're out. Just like that. Crazy. Holy crap. Look at that. And Jake Something trying to get up right there. Alan Angel's trying to stop him from reaching the X. Again, for Jake, he's good. He's big. But the thing is that he's a little too big for this match. For this match, you have to have the perfect, I feel, weight and also the perfect height. I feel Mike Bailey is just the man to win this match. It's either Bailey, Gresham, or Kushida. Most likely Kushida or Bailey, but we shall see. Jake Something a bit too big for this match, I feel. Kushida trying to get back at Jake Something. Look at that elbow strike, followed by a super kick. Crazy. So this guy, Something, was not originally supposed to be in this match. Added last minute, it seemed, a surprise entrance, but FTR once again still with the upper hand. How was last night's Rampage, by the way? I never got to watch it. Did you guys watch Rampage? How was it? Did you enjoy it? Let me know. So, I like that. So, it's my brother Zane basically asking, whatever happened to Eichmann Zero? Now, I appreciate Zane a lot, and there's a lot of reasons why I appreciate Zane. He's a real one, but I really do. He's earned my respect tonight because not a lot of people actually know this guy by his name. All the people say is that the guy with the crazy jacket, the crazy maniac on NXT, this is who Eichmann is, right? And, I last saw him when they were doing the whole jacket stuff a lot. I don't even know. Does he exist anymore on NXT? Is he released? What is going on with Eichmann Jiro? Anybody knows? Let us know. And Ricky says, Fightful is reporting Eric Young departure from WWE, and reports indicated it's due to conflicts working with Vince. So he was brought in last year, but he never was on TV. So it kind of, definitely clears the air that definitely there's got to be something going on backstage why he was not ever brought about on TV. It's unfortunate. Now, that, along with the reports that he was spotted in Detroit, kind of confirms that he's got to show up tonight and is going to be supporting Scott D'Amore. So that's possibly a given and not necessarily true. Remember, that's true. That is also true. You're right about that, true. And Ricky says, I did not watch Rampage. Rampage was good. Will and Athena beat the hell out of each other as expected. Who won at the end, true? And here we are. Oh my goodness, Alan Angels is looking for a big move off the top turnbuckle, taking out both Mike Bailey as well as Gresham at the same damn time. Alan Angels tonight is coming across as the star of this match so far. Really is doing pretty damn well here. Alan Angels is dominating. Good for this guy. Really cool. I think so too, HSC. Eric Young is going to be at Slammiversary. I mean, who else could it be, right? I mean, if you think about all the possibilities, all of the ex-Impact Wrestling stars, Eric makes the most sense. So that spot right here, the spot most likely will be filled by him. Kushida going after Angels. Angels, by the way, really has been taking me by surprise because I instantly counted him out. I did not consider him to be, anywhere near the victory scene, but it seems like he's doing pretty damn well. Once again, by the way, Alan Angels this time thrown straight to the opponent's ringside, and all of them go down. It's like a scene from the bowling alley. It's crazy. Team Canada, this is true. Right, I see. And here we are, by the way. Look at that. Bailey. Jake something. Who else is there? Everybody's there. Down and out right now. Now this guy's not winning. So Kevin Knight seemed like he was, oh my goodness, there you go. Kushida now trying to climb up. And so is Bailey. Both of them trying to climb up the ropes. In that corner. Dax taking on White, by the way, on Collision. I don't know if it's just me, but I like the lighting in Collision a lot better. It feels a lot more lively. If you talk about Raw or SmackDown, or even Dynamite to a certain extent, they really darken up, the fans, the lighting over there on the fans. It's very darkened. You barely get to see the fans when the match is going on. It's either like total red or blue or purple, whatever show it might be. But for Collision, the fans, they've got proper lighting on them. It's very bright, and I like it because the atmosphere seems a lot more lively, and you can see how the fans are reacting to the match and everything. I like it a lot better when you have the fans also kind of being spotlighted. I like it better. Let me know if you like the lighting better, because I love it. And let's see, Ricky says, I love the Collision stage. It is great indeed. I like it too, by the way. This whole Ultimate X match, I know why they started off with this match, because it's an absolute banger. I mean, bodies are everywhere. Every single man is down and out right now. Also, we have to mention that Impact Wrestling seems like, of course, they're not packing thousands of people in that building, but it seems like they've got a good 500 most likely people over there. It's awesome. It's great. I mean, 500, or maybe it could be 600. If you talk about, in comparison, NWA, they cannot draw more than 100. I remember Ric Flair being at an NWA show, Ric Flair being there, and they drew 150 people. Barely 150 people. So, yeah, Impact Wrestling doing something here tonight. There you go. Alan Angels once again coming across as a total star in this match. Steel chair shots absolutely destroying Jake something. He's turning him from something to nothing with the steel chair shots to the head, to the back, and something is down and out right now. It's small business for, it's small building for Slammiversary, says Ricky. Yeah, it's Impact. They know what they're doing. There's a reason why they're still surviving. There's a reason why they're still in the business. They know what to do, where to spend the money and everything. So that's that decent. Good to see you. Welcome. Angels. It's crazy. Okay, he is now, every single man is down ringside. Alan Angels, the only man in the ring and the only man hanging off the rope trying to get to the X, and comes in here. It is Kevin Knight who's trying to stop Alan Angels. Angels just hanging and dangling off the ropes, gets his legs on the top. Oh my goodness, crazy spot. Hurricanrana, did not expect it, did not see it coming. So Kevin Knight was about to climb the turnbuckle, trying to reach, this guy, Alan Angels. Alan Angels, out of nowhere, just wraps his legs around his shoulders and hits him with the Hurricanrana, reverse Hurricanrana, when nobody expected. Crazy. Now, once again, all the men are down ringside. Alan Angels is the only guy in the ring right now, climbing up, trying to get to the ropes. He could very well be victorious. Gresham coming in here one more time, trying to stop and slow down Angels. If Angels does not win now, I'll be disappointed. This guy has been working hard in this match without a doubt. And I've been really impressed by this guy's performance. By the way, we're looking at chops after chops after chops to good old Dax. Dax one more time here, trying to return the favor. Chopper across the chest, and he goes down. It is Dax who's doing pretty damn well right now. Good stuff. once again back in control. And speaking of Impact Wrestling, both, oh dear, it is now Jake something in the ring. He smashes the head of Alan Angels against the steel. In the corner, Angels is dazed. He's slowed down a little bit right here, it seems. Wow. True says you're a bit behind on Impact, AJ. I see, True. If it's a bit, that's okay. I hope that I'm not behind by like a minute or two. And Kushida now trying to climb the ropes. There we go. Crawling onto the ropes towards the X. And so is Angels. They're both racing towards the X here. Kushida's like Spider-Man. By the way, Kushida also was my favorite, to win this match. And he's closer than ever to the X. Mike Bailey also crawling in. There you are. Both Bailey drops out. I don't know if that was accidental or slipped up or was it a plan, but Bailey just slips. His hands, they slip off the ropes. And so does Alan Angels. Crazy. The only man hanging off the ropes right now, Kushida. Is he gonna win? It looks like it's gonna... Oh my goodness, we have a winner right here. Kushida wins the Ultimate X match. Not a surprise at all. I expected for him to win this match. He deserved it. Seemed like the right guy to win this, and good for him. Kushida now is going to be going after the Ultimate X Division, the X Division Championships. That's sweet. Good for Kushida with the X right here. Good stuff. Definitely what I was expecting. The X is hanging by a thread. Kushida wins. That's right, True. Kushida is victorious. And let's see what else do we have here. True says there is probably more people at Slammiversary than there are showing. They like... Yes, that's right, True. That is correct. So, maybe 1,000. Maybe 1,000. But it's still good. It's still a bigger crowd than usual for Impact. And that's sweet. And David Benoit is at crowd watching Collision tonight, says Ricky. That's sweet. We know that David has friends and supporters in AEW, especially Chris Jericho has been, I believe, his godfather, if I'm not wrong, Chris Jericho, and has always been, supportive of David. Even when he was in the WWE, he would bring David in, take pictures with him in the ring and whatnot. So it's great. He's like a father figure to David, and, something that you all need. I was actually going through Araya, Shad Gaspard's Instagram earlier today, just right before going live, because it just popped up on my Instagram. And I was looking at, pictures that he's posted with Shelton Benjamin. And, they were having dinner together for celebrating Shelton's 20 years in the WWE and whatnot. They were, together for Araya's birthday and everything. And it just goes on to show that how important father figures are in life. Yeah, like Shelton, supportive of Araya, JTG. You need these guardian angels, and it's a blessing to have them. Speaking of guardian angels, this lady, by the way, Megan Morant, I'm pretty sure you guys all know about her. She recently donated her kidney. She donated her kidney to her friend. It's awesome. You don't hear stories like these a lot, but she's currently a WWE backstage interviewer, and she went, beyond and ahead of her Call of Duty to donate her kidney. Something you don't really hear people doing, these days very often, but it's incredible. Selfless act of love and nothing else but love. It's a blessing to have such friends. And here we are, oh my goodness. The tables have turned around. It's FTR now who's in trouble. Seems like coming up next is gonna be that surprise that we all have been anticipating. Seems like Eric Young is gonna be out here next. Maybe. Let's see. By the way, White has Dax up on his shoulders, gets him down right there, going for the cover. And a kick out. The match still continues. Okay. One more time. Jay grabbing him by the arm, trying to lift him up to his feet here. He gets him up. Looks like we've got a hot tag coming up right here. Definitely. By the way, Trinity is very much liked in Impact Wrestling. I did a post on Trinity a couple days ago, and Jessica Haver got on that post and wrote about how much Trinity means to the locker room and how much value and just class she adds to the roster, how friendly she is and everything. So Trinity is very much liked, it seems, by the Impact Wrestling roster. It's great. It's great. Speaking of rosters, let's talk about Mandy Rose real quick. Mandy Rose. And, I don't get this, guys. I don't get this at all, right? At all. But Mandy Rose is auctioning off her ring gear, something that she's worn before. It's a used ring gear that she's actually auctioning off currently on eBay. And the last time that I checked, the highest bid for that worn used ring gear was $29,500. I don't get it. Like, why would anybody pay anywhere close to $30,000 for a worn ring gear? I know, true, I understand people have that, but $30,000? I don't know. I feel weird. I've got no idea what to say here because our world is so weird. There are people who die of hunger, unfortunately. And in the same world and same day and age, we got people spending $30,000 for a worn, used ring gear. It's a sad place, right? Or they will buy it and resell it, I guess, yeah. I would feel better if somebody buys it for the sake of collection and not for the sake of some fetish, I would feel a lot better if that were to happen. Let's see what else do we hear. One fall down. That's right, James. Goodness. A roll-up on Dax here from White and a kick out. We got a lot of roll-ups coming in right here. Irish whip from Dax to Jay White. Gets him up. Oh my goodness, Dax has been thrown off the ring to the ring side. It seems like it's gotta be it. Seems like FTR is gonna be losing this match, and they do. FTR loses this match right here on Collision. Very surprising. We don't really say this often, but FTR has lost the match. Crazy. I don't think Jay White can believe it. Insane. Kind of sad. It's paying way too much, says Ricky. That's right. Yeah. Oh my goodness, okay, it's the first fall. That makes sense. First fall, that's right. Ricky says $300. I spend that money for my family. That's exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can spend that much money for a lot of good stuff. That's true. With that being said, we have gone to commercial right here on Collision. And coming up next in Impact Wrestling, seems like we've got a women's match coming up. Yeah. Coming up next in Impact is going to be the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. The Coven versus Masha, Slamovich, and Killer Kelly. I think it makes a lot of sense. By the way, I did not know that Masha and Killer Kelly were now a tag team, but it's good to see this. And I feel like it makes sense that they turned them into a tag team. Very similar characters, both crazy, very ruthless, edgy women. It makes sense that they're now a tag team. I feel like they're gonna walk away with the championships as well because, they just seem like the more dominant team over here out of the two. I feel like Masha and Killer Kelly are walking out with the titles tonight. But we shall see. We're just getting into here. Oh my goodness. All right, we shall see. I was just watching the video package that they were showing for Masha and Killer Kelly. It seems like they've got quite a interesting relationship over there. Okay. All right. Masha and Killer Kelly teased HLA. What is HLA, True? I'm not too sure about that. Please let me know. What is HLA? And that's right, I realized it's 2 out of 3 falls. Thank you for that. Coming up now, it's Masha and Killer Kelly. Let's take a look at the entrance. Are they going to be making a combined entrance here? Yes, seems like it. Red lights make everything look so much better. It's crazy. Look at that. I mean, we've seen Masha making her own entrance, but I don't think she's looked ever so scary as in the red. Red lights, they make everybody look better. So much better. It's great. Killer Kelly, Masha making that combined entrance over here. Oh, I see. I know, I saw that over there too. It seemed like they've got an interesting relationship, wrapping steel chains around each other's neck and whatnot. Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, HLA. I'm glad I did not know what HLA was, True, until now. Thank you for that. And here we are. 2 out of 3 falls, by the way, still going on. Dax with the body slam. They might have lost the first fall, but I don't see the FTR losing. It's always surprising, when you say that FTR has lost a match. I was surprised when they got the first fall down, but I feel like FTR is going to be winning by the time the match is over. And coming out now is the Coven, the current Impact Wrestling Knockouts Tag Team Champion. It's crazy because, I remember, like it was yesterday, when you had the Iconics or the Inspiration, as a tag team on Impact, and they were going after the tag team titles, whatnot. How short was their run here, right? Very, very short. Of course, they left the company to leave wrestling altogether. Then, they decided to take decisions in their own personal life, grow their families, respective families, and whatnot, which is great. But I really enjoyed watching the Iconics over here on Impact. Very short-lived, very short-lived. That's for sure. Okay. And the Coven over here, FTR, speaking of Collision, FTR dominating, doing pretty damn well. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm getting a comment right here on Instagram that says, is this money going to charity or anything? What is Mandy Rose going to do with the money? Of course it's not going to go to charity. I don't think anybody would be, selling their used ring gear or, being on OnlyFans and giving the money to charity. Nobody's going to be, getting on OnlyFans to donate to charity. It's not going to happen. Anyways, let's see. Cool. Killer Kelly, look at her getting down to her floors, crawling over. Yeah, this lady is something. Taylor Wilde's top is basically see-through, says that's true. Really. Wow, slap to the face of Killer Kelly, by the way. That slap was oh my goodness, once again, HLA on display right here. What the heck are they gonna make out? What is happening between Masha and Killer Kelly? Okay. Wow, that was something. That was that. I don't know if that counts as a tag or not, because technically Masha did touch her. So I don't know if that counts as a tag, but definitely showing a lot of HLA over here. And here we are, Taylor Wilde in that corner, Killer Kelly going over, big boot to the face. Yeah, with all of this going on right now, there's no way in hell that Killer and Masha are not walking out with those tag team titles. They definitely are. They 100% are walking with those tag team titles. Interestingly, look at that. We don't really see these a lot, but they're actually advertising that the DVD for Impact Wrestling Slammiversary is actually up for pre-order, and you can order it on ImpactWrestling.com. We don't really see DVDs being sold for wrestling events these days or advertised on TV. Quite refreshing. I haven't heard the term DVD in a long time. DVDs got replaced by Blu-ray very quickly, and I did not even know that people actually buy DVDs these days. That's awesome. Sweet. And here we are once again going for the cover, and you're right, that top is definitely see-through. Yep. Killer Kelly getting Taylor Wilde up on her feet, Wilde trying to resist, and Killer makes attack to Masha. Masha getting in here, of course, a ruthless striker with some big punches, followed by a tremendous kick to the gut and a drop kick. Taylor Wilde once again down. She's basically a punching bag for these two tonight. No offense whatsoever, no defense either. She has literally been a punching bag in this match so far. Taylor Wilde is not going to take it, though. Reversal out of nowhere, big punch to the gut, getting Masha down. It is the opening that she needed so desperately, and taking advantage of that opening, she makes the tag. People still buy them, sister. I like it. You know, I felt quite sad when I was like decorating the studio, and you've probably seen, right, all those video game collections, you know, in the bottom shelf, and I was like, okay, I've got like video games for the PS3. I've got cases for the Xbox. I don't have more than 2 cases for my PS5 games, and that's because everything is now digital. You know, I really miss the physical copies, but what can you do? It's a different world. That's right, King needs a tat. You're right about that. Look at her. She reminds me of the good old Sheamus from back in the day. When he first made his debut. Yeah. Oh my goodness. King, by the way, going straight to the corner. Masha out of possum pin, or King going for the cover, but it's a kick out, stomp to the chest once again, a possum pin, and King still kicking out right here. Masha one more time tagging in Killer Kelly. It feels like to me that King would definitely fit in very well with these two, making it a trio, not just a tag team. I mean, look at these three. They've got similar matching red and black hair, matching gear. It would be a perfect trio. King is missing out. She would love to be a part of this trio. I know that. She's missing out for sure, but over here we are. FTR still going on strong. Jay White with a tremendous chop across the chest again. Dear. And Wheeler goes down hard. Speaking of impact, one more time. This time around, it is Masha with the knee to the gut of King. King sending Masha straight to the ropes. Masha with the rebounds, and once again goes down hard. Taylor Wilde getting dirty. Kick straight to Killer Kelly. And the tag we made, Taylor Wilde stepping in over here and dominating Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly on her fours now, crawling over to Masha, but does not make the tag. Still a bit far away. Taylor Wilde going for the cover. Killer Kelly very quickly kicking out of that one, and the match still continues. Big strike to the back. Well, Wilde is dominating right now. Wilde is wilding. Irish whip, sending Taylor Wilde over to the corner to Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly is hurting. There you go, one more time. The tag has been made. King is here. Crazy. Callihan King dominating, getting in the face of Masha Slamovich. Masha not too happy as Callihan destroys Killer Kelly right in front of her very eyes, and Masha can do nothing about it, going for the cover. Oh my goodness. Very sexy cover right there from Callihan King. But it's a kick out one more time from Killer Kelly. It's KK versus KK. I just realized that. And here we are. Speaking of Collision, Jay White still dominating. Wheeler still down. Wheeler needs to make that hot tag. Otherwise, FTR might as well lose the second fall as well. And we will get a winner. We shall see. It is... oh my goodness. The opening that she needed so bad. Killer Kelly just rolling away, rolling to safety as Callihan King went flying from the second rope. King goes back first into the mat, hard landing, and Killer Kelly now trying to crawl over to Masha to make that tag, and it's a double tag from both corners here in the ring, and Masha comes in here hot, taking out both Callihan King as well as Taylor Wilde. A big boot to the... we're once again back to square one, by the way, here. Big boot to the face of Taylor Wilde. Once again, spinning kick straight to the head. Wild is down. Masha going for the cover, but Wild still with the kick out right here. There you go. Masha is furious, is angry. The last time that Masha was champion, she never wanted to let go of the title. She never wanted to drop the title. I wonder if she becomes the tag team champion, how long is she going to be holding on to that title? And here we are. It is finally with the hot tag that has been made. Dax is taking on both the guys at the same damn time. Chop after chop after chop. It is Dax who is dominating right here in Collision. FTR probably will get the second fall right here. Let's see one more time. We have headbutts, head strikes here from Killer Kelly to Callihan King. Callihan King returning the favor, and in a big way. With one headbutt, she knocks Killer Kelly down and out. Crazy. I don't even know what these ladies were trying to do. Killer Callihan King, by the way, grabbed Masha from behind. Taylor Wilde came in from front. I think she tried to hit her with the code breaker, but she ended up making it look super sloppy and confusing for everybody, including the very own Masha. But anyways, Taylor Wilde saves that with a German suplex. That was sweet. And now we finally have Killer Kelly here, who hits Taylor Wilde with a turnbuckle powerbomb. Taylor Wilde in trouble. Callihan King grabbing her from behind. Killer Kelly getting away once again, taking out Taylor Wilde. Masha looking to fly. Flying drop kick. King is down here. By the way, Dax going for the cover. And FTR with, oh my goodness, the match still continues. We do not get another fall just yet. The match is still on. Crazy. Okay. Tables turn around right here on Impact as well as Taylor Wilde takes out Masha. Is she gonna win? She does not. That was a very quick kick out, by the way. Kick out at 1. So many minutes into the match, and she's still here kicking out at 1. It's crazy. Really is. And a double team move here from between, oh my goodness, Killer Kelly stopping the double team move. She grabs Callihan King from the leg, pulling her down to the ringside here. Masha Slamovich hits Taylor Wilde with the big one, going for the cover. And we have new tag team champions, new knockouts. Impact tag team champion right here. It is Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich. And once again, HLA is on display here. A little bit of it. It's a new term that I just learned tonight from True. Thanks for that, True. I'm going to be leaving tonight's watch along with a new term added to my dictionary. It is HLA. And here we are. It is Masha and Killer Kelly celebrating their championship win. I think they're going to be champions for a long time. This is going to be a long reign for these two. Definitely is. No problem. There we go. True. I like that. These ladies are definitely gonna be having a long, long run with the titles for sure. Seems like coming up next is the match that we have been waiting for, Eric Young's match. They're giving us a video package here for this match here. Probably will be the next one. It's this one right here. We got Bully Ray and Deonna versus Scott D'Amore and a surprise partner. Now Scott D'Amore is finally taking things on his own hands. He's got to be taking control of Bully Ray and Deonna. These two have been out of control. The last time that we watched Impact Wrestling, these two actually put it was Bully Ray, who actually put Scott D'Amore through a flaming table, and of course Scott D'Amore now is going to be seeking retribution. We also have a special enforcer that's Darren McCarty, who's going to be, of course, adding his own spice to the match. Eric Young better show up and save Scott D'Amore from his own misery, because if he does not show up, I don't even know what Scott D'Amore is going to do. Alright. And here we are on Collision, by the way, one more time. This match is still going on. It's been going on for so long. We're talking 44 minutes. It was the first match, the match that kicked things off on Collision, and it's still going on 44 minutes. It's still going strong. Oh dear. This should do it. FTR with the cover on Jay White, but White still kicks out. This still continues. And that's the look at, we take a look at the flaming table spot that I was just talking about. Scott D'Amore being put through that flaming table. Crazy. This should definitely be it. FTR finally gonna go for the cover on Jay. This should do it, and Jay still kicks out. Unbelievable. They're hitting him with the best possible double T moves back and back, but he still keeps kicking out. Oh goodness, Jay is not gonna go down so easily. FTR, they don't know what to do anymore. They don't know how to get the victory. How to get the fall here. Unbelievable. Wow. Jay White, by the way, right there at the top turnbuckle, and both the FTR members are hitting him with chops and chops and chops. Of course, Dax from the apron, and Wheeler right there from the ring. Jay White in trouble as Dax finally climbs the top turnbuckle. He's looking to hit him with a superplex of his own, and Wheeler waiting for him to land as he also waits for him on the top turnbuckle. Beautiful splash from the top. Insane. Insane. Tables turned around very quickly. Dax was down once again, shoulders down. Jay White was looking to take the advantage, went for the cover, but the mat still kicked. It's a banger. I mean, I don't know if banger is it even an understatement. Gary, we've been watching this match for 46 minutes, and they still refuse to give up. They still refuse to give up. Insane. What a match. Indeed, what a match. And here we are, Darren McCarty, by the way, on Impact Wrestling, making his way out, the special enforcer in this match. Darren McCarty. High-fiving the fans and everything. By the way, Collision, the fans are going crazy with the AEW chants because what they're getting right here is quality wrestling. Wrestling like we barely see. And this is the reason why a lot of people these days, actually, I've been talking to a few, and I've heard from at least 2 out of 5 people that I've spoken with, and they say that Collision is the best wrestling show of the week. They say it's better than Dynamite, better than Rampage, better than Raw, SmackDown. Collision is so much better, is what I've been told from a lot of people. And True says Collision might go overtime, might as well go overtime. I mean, we're looking at the first one. Wait a second. What happened to you? Oh. Holy crap. Holy moly. And we're... Good stuff. And it's only the second fall. It's a 2 out of 3 falls, which means we still have more time to go. But at least FTR with the equalizer finally get that much needed second fall, and I feel like that must be a relief because the BCG right here, Bullet Club Gold with the 1, FTR with the 1, both are on the same page right here. So they have to fight and fight strong to get that third and the final fall in this match. We shall see. By the way, Deonna coming out right here. Deonna, along with, of course, Ascension's very own Connor. We know Connor, of course, was a part of Ascension in the WWE. It's very interesting. I love Connor. I love Victor. Victor is a great friend. What a great man. Class act. Just an incredible man. But I'm surprised that, Victor never showed up to Impact Wrestling, but Connor did. Maybe Victor just did not want to show up to Impact. Maybe he just wants to, live a life retired from pro wrestling, more relaxed, and a life where he can give time to his family. But what a great guy Victor is. Victor is great. Victor, of course, he has had his own struggles. He was released around pandemic. When I was talking to him, he said that, AJ, I was in a very dark place after the release. I was in depression. But, he gave a lot of credit to yoga and meditation and just reading different, scriptures and whatnot. And that made him feel better. So it's crazy. Now, of course, the last time that I spoke to him, he said he was about to get married. Now he is a married guy. He's running his school, teaching wrestling. It's great. It's great. All right. And here we are, the bad Bully Ray. Is there anybody else in this world who is worse than Bully? Anyone? And to his credit, he was once talking about, how he is the biggest heel in the industry on Busted Open Radio. And he said that I am the biggest heel in the industry, and that's because if you look at guys like MJF, when MJF, by the way, Hussein Terrell, good to see you, my brother, welcome, hope you're doing well. So he was comparing himself to, the self-proclaimed or much proclaimed heel, the best heel in the industry, MJF. And he said, when you look at MJF, when he comes out, when he's cutting a promo, or he's making his entrance, people smile, and this sing-along and whatnot. He said, when I come out, or when I'm cutting a promo, or I'm doing the things that I'm doing, nobody's smiling, everybody hates me, and that is what makes me the best heel in the industry. Better than MJF, better than anybody else, and I feel like he has a good point. Nobody smiles when they look at Bully Ray. I certainly do not smile when I look at him. Here we are. It's Eric Young, yeah, true? As expected. Okay. Team Canada, that's right. Yeah, it is Eric Young. He is back home. He was gone for a little bit, but good for him to come back. That's right. They look good together as well. Look at Scott and Eric making their way out. I was actually surprised when I first heard that Eric was going to go to the WWE, or he had joined the WWE, because firsthand, I saw him, at the autograph signing, what was that, the WrestleMania Axis. And WrestleMania is usually that time when everybody's super excited, and everybody's on their heels, and they're ready to go, and the energy is in the air. But I saw Eric Young, and it was very early in the morning, but he was, sitting at the booth, but he wasn't smiling, he wasn't interacting with the fans, he was with his head down, scrolling through his phone, and that told me a lot about how much he enjoys being there. So, yeah, good for him. He's back home right here on Impact Wrestling. Scott D'Amore, I believe, right there, greeting his mother. The fact that his mother is there ringside and Bully Ray is in the ring, I don't know how I feel about this. Bully Ray, noticing his mother is not a good idea. Definitely not a good idea. Could be Swerve. Watch Young closely. Let's see, brother True. Let's see. And here we are, by the way. Speaking of Collision, things have gone even crazier. They have taken it to the crowd. They're fighting on that concrete floor right now. Both Dax, as well as, of course, this guy right here, Jay, are down on the concrete floor here. The fans watching on, literally inches away from the two opponents. The referee checking on them now. Let's see. All right. If this match ends in a no contest, I don't know how would I feel about it. So basically, Dax was gonna go for the powerbomb. It seemed like he was gonna go for the powerbomb or the barricade, but of course he tripped. It seemed, and both Jay as well as Dax landed on the concrete. The doctors came in there and checked on both of them, and it seemed like they both got the green flag, and they are ready to go. They're once again back on their feet and hitting each other with the best that they've got, the best chest chops, the best punches, and they're both once again back at it. Dax still in control, hitting Jay White with the suplex on the concrete floor. Again, there's no padding, there's no mat protecting them from the impact of the concrete floor. They are going straight in the concrete, and here we are, Wheeler looking very concerned as he stands ringside. Dax does not make any eye contact, no interaction with Wheeler. He is also, in his own right, exhausted, but still he's running on fumes. Gary says, doesn't Jay White have a part? He does, but he's also out right now. He's also knocked out, it seems, and here we are. What is this guy doing? And finally, Juice Robinson getting in here, trying to put an end to this, but still. The FTR with a double suplex here, but to both Jay White and Juice Robinson, knocking them cold one more time. They're in control. And Scott D'Amore surprisingly kicking things off for Team Canada. I was expecting Eric Young to do the honors, but it's Scott D'Amore kicking things off. And Deonna. Wow. Deonna is taking a beating from Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore with a kick straight to the face. Surprisingly good in the ring so far. Kick once again to the back of Deonna. I am surprised, guys. Knee drop straight to the neck. I am definitely surprised. Wow. Scott D'Amore with a leg drop now. Are you kidding me? This guy is actually doing well here. Good for him. Good for him. All right. Speaking of Collision, this match is still going on, and officially it's been going on for an hour. Insane. It's not. It's basically longer than a 60 minutes Iron Man match. These people in the ring here tonight, all four men, literally are the Iron Men of Collision of AEW, because this match is indeed longer than a 60 minutes Iron Man match. Insane. And one more time, in that corner, Scott D'Amore now in trouble. The tables have turned around in Impact Wrestling. Deonna with an Irish whip, Scott D'Amore with a reversal, sending Deonna to the corner. Now he's going to go running over to Deonna. Deonna hits him with the elbow strike. And Scott D'Amore now with the spine buster to Deonna. Deonna down, Scott D'Amore going for the cover, but he kicks out. The match still continues. Looks like Scott D'Amore is going to be going for the tag, as he should. Yeah, do it, Scott. Do it. Do not make a mistake. And he gets Deonna perhaps where he wants him. What the heck? We got... What is Darren McCarty even doing here? Darren McCarty just slipping into the ring. Of course, causing the distraction. The referee is blinded. And taking advantage of the distraction, Bully Ray coming in here and hitting Scott D'Amore from behind. Yeah, that makes sense. Good thing they only have 3 matches left, yeah, brother. But it seems like, you know, they gotta hurry up the second hour of the show. They really have to wrap it up quickly because, you know, I hope that they give CM Punk versus Ricky Starks at least 30 minutes, because with 30 minutes they're gonna create a pay-per-view quality match without a doubt. Yeah. But the special enforcer is causing distractions. Not good. Bully Ray now tagged in. Scott D'Amore down and out. Yeah. Bully Ray was definitely right. I do stop smiling when I look at Bully Ray. He just comes across as a terrible human being. Yeah, piece of crap. Perfectly. There's just a name, you know, his face, everything about this guy. Very unlikable. And here we are now. Oh my god. Threatening Scott D'Amore's mother. Beating up Scott D'Amore right in front of her eyes here. Inches away. And trash talking with his mom. You've got to be kidding me.
Hey, you don't need to get that personal to get this.
Punch to the head, and Scott D'Amore down once again. Crazy. I think Collision will roll on into Battle of the Belts. It could. It could, you're right. Battle of the Belts, of course, as we know, is going to be taking place straight right after Collision. So, it's possible. Bully Ray grabbing Scott D'Amore, sending him straight into the ring here. Scott D'Amore rolling over to the middle of the ring. He better make the tag to Eric Young, who's inching in, by the way, to get the tag done. So speaking of Battle of the Belts, by the way, guys, it is going to be a sweet short show. You know, as always, this is the 7th edition of Battle of the Belts that we are going to be watching here tonight. Seems crazy because I remember the first time Battle of the Belts happened and everybody was confused. What is this show going to be like? You know, what is going to be in store for us? Is it a pay-per-view? What is it exactly? So, lots of excitement around it. This is the 7th time we're going to be watching it. It's going to be Orange Cassidy and Lance Archer. They are going to be battling it out. And, of course, this is going to be for the AEW International Championship. Orange Cassidy and Lance are going to be in action for the International title. I'm sure that Orange Cassidy is going to win the match. Toni Storm is going to take on Taya. And, you know, Battle of the Belts, I don't really expect title changes to happen. Don't really expect, any new champions walking out of the building. So I'm expecting in all the matches a retain. I think Toni Storm is going to retain. I think Luchasaurus is going to retain too. Or maybe, to make us happy, maybe Shawn Spears wins, which is still unlikely, but we shall see. By the way, the referee, what is going on here? What the heck? Looks like the referee has had enough of the bullying. He takes his shirt, throws it away, and walks out. Bully Ray. Bully Ray is left speechless. And speaking of that, Special Enforcer now, of course, using his special powers, puts on the referee's shirt, and Bully Ray looks like he's seen a damn ghost. He cannot believe it. We've got a new special guest referee in this match. Bully does not look happy. It's basically Clash of Champions, that's right. Yep, and here we are, brothers. Bully Ray with punches and punches and punches straight to the head of Scott D'Amore. D'Amore in trouble. Bully Ray turning it up 360. Oh my goodness, getting in the face of the referee. Scott D'Amore with a spear to Bully Ray. Bully Ray is down. Scott D'Amore is actually performing way better than I expected for him to. I really counted Scott D'Amore out. Very good. Good job. Interesting. This lady I was talking about yesterday, Karen Petrovic, who is going to be, I believe, debuting on NXT very soon, already has built quite a fan base, it seems, on social media. I threaded about her, on Instagram as well as on Thread, posted about her, and she retweeted it, and I'm getting so many people, so many of her fans commenting about it, messaging about her. How do people make fans even before they get on NXT? It's crazy. But she is talented, of course, a mixed martial art artist. She is also a karate expert, a black belt holder in karate, so that's that. By the way, they were going to go for the cover. The Special Enforcer was going to go for the cover. It could have very well been a 3, but we've got this guy, Connor, coming in here, pulling the Special Enforcer from the ring, and now getting in the ring, taking, of course, the business into his own hands, was going to go for the choke slam on Eric Young. But of course, now with the save, good stuff, Connor has been taken out. The House of Black match will be short. Absolutely will be short, brother. No doubt about it. I mean, this match really has been going longer than an Iron Man match. It is true. We are officially looking at, 2 minutes into the second hour of this match. And the show as well as this match, we've been watching this match for 62 minutes. Insane. Really insane. Perhaps the longest match that we've seen in years on a regular TV. We're not talking pay-per-views. I don't believe we've seen 62 minutes long match on pay-per-views either, but on regular free TV, 62 minutes plus worth of match is definitely the longest that we've seen in a very long time. 55 minutes, alright. Thanks, True. Here we are. Things are gonna go crazy in Impact because it seems like the referee is sold out, is quite biased, and all of a sudden this is gonna be turning into a no DQ match thanks to the referee. And we've got Eric Young and Scott D'Amore who are bringing in the table, and I wouldn't be surprised if they actually set this table on fire. Eric Young grabbing the Canadian flag from a fan sitting ringside. Team Canada going strong. Are they going to put Bully Ray through the flaming table? Maybe not. Maybe they're going to keep it clean and just put him through the table. Not flaming. You're right, True. Oh my goodness. And through the table we go. Bully Ray is down. Through the table. Jay White here. We are... was going to go for the big one on Dax. Dax, all of a sudden, last minute reversal. Shooter locked in, and Jay White is officially in trouble here. Robinson also trying to get in here, break the submission hold, but Wheeler, thankfully, was one step ahead of him and grabs him as well in the Shooter. Both the men are down. The BCG, they're struggling. Of course, both Robinson and White trying to stop each other from tapping out, trying to grab each other's arms and hands. Hold on, it's like the Titanic, like both of them are sinking, but they refuse to give up. And they don't give up. And both the FTR boys have to let go. Oh my goodness. This match is still on. It's still on. Crazy. But speaking of Impact Wrestling, Scott D'Amore, Eric Young, they get the victory. Team Canada, they are victorious. And look at the mother of Scott D'Amore over there in that corner, clapping, crying happy tears. It must be such a pleasure watching your son, do all the things that he always wanted to do. Not only, being an executive of Impact, on-screen executive as well, as a talent on screen. It must be so rewarding to have a son like this. It's incredible. Bless this, mother and son duo. And here we are, Nick Aldis backstage. Oh, goodness. Speaking of winners, we also have a winner right here on Collision. FTR, victorious. They finally did it. They finally did it an hour into the match, and we have finally have winners here. FTR have done it. They are victorious against the BCG. Cool. Very well fought match.
Handle your emotion. Because if you can't, I'm going to be there waiting for you. Because you may be the best technical wrestler in the world today. But I am a closer. And they say it takes 3 seconds to win a wrestling match. Haha, not with the Kingsley and Cloverleaf. I don't need 3 seconds, pal. I just need one mistake. One moment of weakness from you, and it's all she wrote. National treasure, the closer, new world champion. And I close the book on Alex Shelley as a transitional champion and open the book on the oldest era of Impact.
I feel like he's gonna win. Yeah, I don't see Nick Aldis not winning tonight, right? He's gonna walk out with the championship. That is for certain. Now, Shelley is good. He was good, but just like Nick Aldis said, a transitional champion, and that's it. This guy, Aldis, is definitely walking out with the title, without a doubt. And also, speaking of the Knockouts Championship, I think Deonna's gonna win. She's gonna pull a number on Trinity, and she's just gonna... Or actually, I'll take that back. Considering Mercedes Moné is also backstage, Trinity is most likely gonna win. And, giving the belt to Trinity tonight is just gonna be good for Impact, because she's gonna post it on her socials, and it's gonna be talked about across the wrestling scene. It's gonna bring more eyes, hopefully, to the product as well in the future. So it's best for business to give the championship to Trinity tonight, and I think it's gonna happen. Fatu will be victorious tonight. Coming up next, by the way, is a guy who has retired, but has come back and retired and came back, and once again retired and came back. It is Leo Rush, who's gonna be taking on Chris Sabin for the X Division title. Of course, Kushida also probably has his eyes glued to the screen right now, because the winner of this match is gonna be Kushida's target very, very soon. Let's see. Shelley retains his true. Alright, you think it's gonna be... Wait. You think Shelley's gonna retain? Oh. I think I'm biased towards Aldis. I like Aldis a lot, so that's why I'm gonna go with Aldis. But usually you're right, True, so we shall see. Anyways, good for FTR. Victorious right here. We've got about, 50 minutes left before the show is gonna be over, before Collision's gonna be over, so these guys better hurry up. Up next is gonna be Willow and Ruby Soho. By the way, we were talking about Shotzi, and how maybe the WWE wants to turn her into Ruby Soho and whatnot, but we were wrong about the speculation. Shotzi, the reason why she shaved her head is a lot deeper and meaningful than, I would have expected. Really, a beautiful cause, and goes on to show, love is love, and love wins over anything else. I mean, this lady Shotzi did that in support of her sister, who is right now unfortunately going through a tough time, battling an illness. So Prayers with her sister. Hopefully she gets better. Bless Shotzi and her family. With that being said, Lio Rush looking good as he gets into the ring right here. Lio Rush is going to be taking on Chris Sabin. Yeah, Sabin's going to win this match. There's no way that Sabin is going to lose to Lio Rush, right? There's no way. Sabin better win. Alright, let's see. Yeah, true. Yeah. Her sister, unfortunately, battling the illness and had to shave her head, in that battle, and that's why Shotzi did it too. It's cool that WWE allowed her to do so. I don't think we've had a a bald female wrestling in the WWE. We haven't had one ever since perhaps the whole straight edge society thing, where we had, of course, CM Punk shaving everybody's head. We haven't had a bald female in the company in about a decade plus, about 13 years, I guess. So, yeah, that's right. Serena Deeb was the last one who had her head shaven in the WWE, and after that, it is Shotzi Blackheart. I mean, she's earned my respect. I always shit on Shotzi, it already, true, but she earned my respect, and I've got a lot of respect for her now, really, after that move. Oh dear. So Lio Rush doing Lio Rush right here. As Sabin was about to make his, and was making his entrance, was about to enter the ring, Lio Rush catches him off guard and hits him straight in the nose, it seems. Sabin just fell off the apron and is now being looked on by the doctor and by the referee, while Lio Rush, he just in the ring, lying on the ropes and laughing as he looks at Sabin in pain. That's right, Ricky, welcome back. Welcome. You missed out on a fantastic first match of Collision. I mean, we were talking about a 60-plus minutes match. FTR finally with a victory over there. Incredible. And that's okay, Ricky. That's all right. Let's see. Molly was the best shaved wrestler. You're right about that, brother. Nobody beats her, indeed. And I don't know what's happening here. So that dive, it seems, when Lio Rush went for the dive right there on Sabin, it seems like he hit him straight on the nose. I don't even know if it's a work or a shoot anymore. Okay, it's definitely a work. Sabin just throws the doctor away. The doctor falls down the ramp, and now he is making his way into the ring. They're advertising Blood and Guts and Collision right now. And they're giving us glimpses at last year's Blood and Guts. Moxley using those sticks, just pushing those sticks into the head, and there's blood everywhere. We all remember glass and thumbtacks and everything that was used last year. This time around, we're hearing that apparently AEW has banned certain items because of the safety of the wrestlers. With Blood and Guts coming up next week, July 19th, I'm very curious to see what exactly have they banned? What are we going to be seeing? How is Blood and Guts going to be? Is it going to be toned down or is it not? We shall see. Definitely interesting. And here we are, Lio Rush, by the way, still in control as Sabin makes his way into the ring. Lio Rush one more time, just dominating. Climbing the top turnbuckle now. Lio Rush is ruthless here tonight, is not looking to show any mercy towards his opponent. Frog splash on Sabin, going for the cover. Are we gonna get a? We're not yet, at least. Not a new champion here tonight just yet. Lio Rush has to fight harder. He looks surprised as he sits. By the way, wasn't Lio Rush doing a YouTube channel of his own along with his wife? I thought he was starting a podcast or something, or he was already doing something on there. Let's see, Lio Rush. Yeah, I see nothing on it so far. I think he tried to do something during the pandemic. Doesn't look like they followed through. Sabin must be really injured, yeah? It does look like it, because that match was very disappointing. I don't know if, So, he was laid out on the ramp for a bit too long. The referee came in there. The doctor came in there checked on him. Savin shoved the doctor away. He got in the ring. Lio Rush very quickly knocked him out and got the victory. And now he's the champion. And very quickly, just like that, we switch over to the next segment, it seems. It does seem like he got injured. It does seem like when he went for the dive, he just went right there in his nose and hurt him in that attempt. That's unfortunate. Hopefully Sabin's got to be okay, but at least we've got new champion in Lio Rush. And coming out now is Willow, and Willow's got all the fans behind her clapping. They're excited. They're making some noise for Willow as she takes on Ruby Soho here tonight. There's a very important match here tonight between Willow and Soho. All right. Let's see.
Meanwhile, Trinity getting ready for one of the biggest matches of her career at Slammiversary here.
And still to come this evening here at Slammiversary, and there it is, the richest prize in the Knockouts division, held currently by Deonna Purrazzo. We are living in the age of the virtuosa. Can she turn away Trinity in a first-time ever matchup? These two clash for the Knockouts World Championship later on tonight. What has proved to be a rough night for our standing champions.
But meanwhile, the
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Championship is on the line. ABC set to defend against Moose and Brian Myers, Rick Swann, and Sami Callihan, and from across the pond, Subculture.
Another championship match here tonight in Windsor, Ontario.
Yeah, you can tell by the picture. Look at how they're kind of wasting time right now. Lots of talking going on, definitely wasting time. It does seem like Savin got a legit hurt, and that's why they're making up, and taking up some time for it. But anyways, here we are. Willow is currently dominating against Ruby Soho, getting in her head. Trinity very green. Yeah, not literally, or actually literally, but. Good stuff that she's not green in the ring. But yeah, she's going to be fighting Deonna Purrazzo. And I was just looking at Deonna. Seems like she's back in shape, as she was a couple years ago. But I was looking at her face, and I don't know if she got any work done or not on her face. But I was just thinking that 2 years or 3 years, they make such a difference. 2 years ago, Deonna Purrazzo, before she got married, while she was in a feud with Mickie James, she looked so much more younger and hungry and, all that stuff. And now, you see that maturity in her face. It's crazy what a difference a year or 2 year can make. It really is crazy. By the way, if time doesn't affect anybody, it's Moose and it's Bobby Lashley. These two guys, they do not age. Moose looks the same that he looked like a decade ago. Bobby Lashley looks the same that he looked 4 decades ago. These guys, they do not age. Incredible. James, welcome back, brother. I know that James had a lot of fun watching that first match. James, what are your thoughts on that first match that we saw? Crazy match. What a win by FTR. 1 hour plus of tag team goodness. Incredible. And speaking of tag team goodness, right here in Impact Wrestling, coming up next actually is a Fatal 4-Way tag team match for the Impact Wrestling tag team titles. So this match is happening now, of course, for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championship. It is ABC versus Moose and Brian Myers versus Rick Swann and Sami Callihan versus Subculture. So right off the bat, I feel like we are going to be having Rick Swann and Sami Callihan walking out with the titles. That's what I feel. But let me know what you think. Which team is going to be victorious tonight? I don't know. I don't see it's got to be Moose and Moose and Brian Myers, definitely not. I'm going to go with Rick Swann and Sami Callihan. Yeah, definitely. Wow, James the AEW chance. I like that. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, speaking of Impact, I was talking to my friend at PCW Ultra, right, the other day, and I was told that Impact Wrestling actually now have become a lot more strict than they ever were when it comes to interviews. They do not allow their wrestlers to be interviewed by anybody. It doesn't matter if the wrestler is making an appearance at an independent event. It doesn't matter if it's a podcast at all, anything. It does not matter. So, I was told that when Moose was there at PCW Ultra and Jay Vidal was there at PCW Ultra, and they wanted to do interviews with them. They had some journalists over there at the show, and they said, okay, let's do the interview. They said we're not allowed to do the interviews by Impact Wrestling. So the PCW Ultra guy actually got a little bit pissed as well because Jay Vidal was a PCW Ultra star before he became an Impact Wrestling star. So it was, of course, he was a little bit upset about it. But Impact Wrestling has got a lot more strict now when it comes to interviews outside of their own umbrella. So that's that. NXT, alright, Ricky with the counter AEW chants, NXT chants, alright, sweet stuff. By the way, speaking of Collision, we are currently in picture-in-picture. Seems like the tables have turned around a little bit here. Willow is down, whereas Ruby Soho currently dominating is up on her feet. Red Swann making his way out. They're definitely killing time, guys. They are 100% killing time for that match that was shortened because of the apparent injury. Look at all these wrestlers making their entrances one by one, and they are. I mean, when we talked about the women's tag team championship match, the women make their entrances together. I mean, both the ladies came out together, right? But this one here, all the guys are coming out one by one. They definitely are killing time. All right. Let's see. Ruby Soho still in control here. Where is Andy? I know Ricky. So he was gotta be here. Probably, got a power outage or something. We know the weather can be crazy these days. It's been raining pretty heavily, over here. Actually, parts of India are actually flooded these days. If you talk about Delhi is flooded really. There's a lot of rain happening. People literally using boats to get to places instead of cars because there is just so much water. I can actually show you guys how it looks like here right now. Take a look at this. It says, if you Google it, it says severe flood alert. There's a lot of flood, water everywhere, and this is literally how the streets look like. There's a lot of water. It's raining heavily, raining continuously. Houses, cars. This is supposed to be a road where you drive, and now people are using kayaks and they're using boats to go from one place to the other. In Punjab as well, it's the same thing. Punjab also flooded, very unfortunately. It's terrible. Yeah, there's a lot of flooding going on. This is Punjab. It's worse than Delhi. The media talks about Delhi only because it's the capital, but Punjab is even worse right now. Look at the entire village here in the water. It's crazy. Yeah, so the weather is terrible. Lots of rain and everything. So hopefully Andy's okay. And here we are, guys. Back from picture-in-picture right here on Collision. And Ruby Soho once again in trouble. We got Willow, who's in control. Lifts up Ruby Soho on her shoulders just like that. Ruby trying to get away with some punches to the head. And rolls Willow up for the possum pin out of nowhere. Going for the cover. Almost stolen. But it's a kick out. Ricky says, I wish Sky Blue was here tonight on Collision. I see Ricky, okay. Here in LA, so hot and dry. It's very, very wet here. It's hot here too, Ricky. It's not like it's raining, so it's cold. It's quite hot. It gets hot. But yeah, it's definitely wet. Yeah. No rain. I know, Ricky. I know. And here we are, Impact Wrestling. Finally, all four teams are in the ring right now. The Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championships about to kick off right here. The ABC current Tag Team Champions have entered the ring. All men here have their eyes on the prize. I've got my money on Red Swann and Sami Callihan. I think they're going to be the ones walking out with the titles, and rightfully so. But we shall see. James with the spoiler, and he says that Willow... It seems to me from James' comment that Willow has got the victory over Ruby Soho. So we shall see. For me, the match is still going on. Ruby Soho with the twist to the arm of Willow, and Willow goes down hard. Ruby going for the cover on Willow, and it's a 1, it's a 2, and Willow kicks out. Willow wins his turn. Okay, am I so far behind? All right. The match still continues for me. Willow is down. Ruby Soho does not look happy at all, but it's good to know that Willow is victorious, and rightfully so. No problem, James. Don't worry about the spoilers. That's okay. Drew says, yep. I'm watching the match on a shady website. I can't help it. They don't stream or air the show here, so... By the way, TripleMania also about to begin in the next 6 minutes from now. So, 6 minutes from now, TripleMania will be on as well. I'm happy Willow won tonight. That's right, Ricky. I like that. And a boot to the face. It is The one and only. Oh, the ABC dominating, by the way, right now. Doing pretty damn well. Will over the victory. Man, I'm like 2 minutes behind you guys on Collision. That's terrible. But ABC doing pretty damn well. By the way, speaking of tag teams, I just realized we have to talk about this. Unfortunately, one half of the Pretty Deadly Boys has been injured. He suffered a separated shoulder after SmackDown. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but unfortunately he's injured and he's out of action for some time now. I'm also going to pull it up right now for reference. It said Elton Prince is out of action because of shoulder injury. So I'm going to be sharing the screen here. As you can see here, website from Pro Wrestling. Pretty Deadly's Elton Prince seemed to confirm shoulder injury in promo. So he did a interview segment which was recorded after SmackDown, which he did in character. So this is what he said. He said that this kind of injury that puts the average person out for years, I'd say career ender. This is a career-ending injury, is what he said, but not for me. Oh no, I might take a couple weeks off and then I'll probably be back to you. I'll be spiffing again. So basically, he's going to be out for maybe a month or 2 months. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Pretty Deadly is not going to be here. So that's that. I wonder if they're going to be, having the other half work solo, or are they just going to have him wait until Elton John is cleared to come back? So we shall see. Did I say Elton John? I meant to say Elton Prince. All right. Oh my God, Tony Khan getting up cowboy. That's right. Oh, cowboy? Okay, James. Tony Khan with a cowboy hat. I gotta watch that. I gotta see that. I am like so behind. It's crazy. Oh, I see it now. Cool. Gary says Cowboy Khan just doesn't look right. He's probably a fan of cowboys here. I don't know, guys. This guy, Powerhouse Hobbs, is an absolute powerhouse. The big guy, definitely would be a top-tier talent one day. I look at him, and I feel like he's in a kind of the same spot as Braun Strowman. Probably a better spot than Strowman, because Strowman is nowhere. But still, there's so much that can be done with this guy, Powerhouse Hobbs. But because of so much competition, of course, so many great talents, so many great stars on the roster, it's hard to find spot for everybody. And I feel like this guy, Powerhouse Hobbs, is somewhere a victim of that competition, because I feel like he deserves a lot more TV time, a lot more, a lot better spot than he has right now, but his time will come, I'm pretty sure about that. I send love to him and all the best as Ricky. That's sweet. Will Joe or Cutie interfere in the main event? Possibly. I would hate for that to happen, but it's very much possible. Just like, by the way, just like True said, this House of Black match is gonna be very short. Very, very short. And hopefully it's gonna be short, because we've got like 32 minutes left before the show's gonna be over. I'm hoping that they give CM Punk and Ricky at least 20 minutes. I'm sure they're not gonna be able to give them 30, so at least 20. So this match, it better be short. Kings at the Black Throne time. You're right, James. Starks Punk will get about 20 minutes, is true. Hopefully, fingers crossed. How about a rundown on the winner, says Andrew. Sure, wait a second. Holy crap. Yeah, this match at Impact Wrestling also is going crazy. So far, we have seen big spots here on this tag team match. We're talking power bomb straight on the apron. We're talking big dives on all four people. Yeah, it's crazy match so far. My favorites here are fighting in the ring at the moment. We've got Sami Callihan and Swann. Both of them eating some big chops here from the underdog of this match. Double super kick followed by a possum pin. Oh my goodness. They're doing well. They're doing well. AG hearing Shotzi Blackheart, she cut her hair. Yes, I did hear about it. I was talking about it earlier as well. Ricky, unfortunately, her sister is battling a terrible disease. God bless her family. Hopefully, she's gonna recover very, very soon. But she's fighting a disease right now, and that's why Shotzi has also cut her own hair in support of her sister to show her love and her support to her. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Bro, man, good to see you. We just saw that rapper lady of QTV right here on the screen, and I was thinking, where is Bro Man at? He should be here right now, and Bro Man appears out of nowhere. Good to see you, Bro Man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday night. James says yes. Old news, says James. That's right. And speaking of Collision, we have gone back to a commercial break. Now, just like Nautic said, great suggestion from Andrew, let's take a look at all the winners that we've had so far tonight. So speaking about the pre-show, that's the Digital Media Championship, it was Joe Hendry versus Kenny King. Surprisingly, Joe Hendry he had lost the match, and Kenny King was victorious, and he is now the new Digital Media Champion. You talk about this match right here, the Dead Dolls and Jody Threat. They also won their match against Giselle Shaw, Savannah Evans, and Jay Vidal. This team is very interesting because, this lady right here, Giselle Shaw, actually is currently in a relationship with Scott D'Amore. I believe she's Scott D'Amore's fiance. And it is Jay Vidal who was brought in from PCW Ultra, and the reason why he was brought in is because of Giselle Shaw. Good friends with Giselle, they have met at independent shows before, and Jay Vidal is here because of Giselle, and yeah, they're lucky, good for Jay. And yeah, that's a story about these two. But anyways, the Dead Dolls and Jody Threat were the ones who were victorious over this team, also in the pre-show. Speaking of this match, we also have new Knockout World Tag Team Champions. So that's Masha and Killer Kelly are the new champions. If you look at it, so far we already have 2 new champions. Talking about this match, the Ultimate X, Kushida won the Ultimate X match. That was another banger, which means that Kushida is now going to be going after the X Division title. And, this match is still to come. Frankie versus Eddie Edwards, still to come. Talking about this match right here, it's still going on. Yeah. My favorites to win this match, by the way, Sami and Rich. Let me know what who your favorites are, but I think that Sami and Rich are going to be victorious here tonight. We shall see. Of course, this match also, this was not even a match. This was just very, very quick. A very quick match. Leo Rush attacked Chris Sabin before he could even get in the ring. Leo Rush went for the big dive, straight to the nose of Sabin. Sabin was not able to really compete, but still got into the ring. Leo Rush ended this match in a few seconds and is now victorious. That's another champion crowned right here. So overall, we're seeing a lot of new champions being crowned here tonight, which also could be indicative on what we see in the main event. Scott D'Amore was joined by Eric Young. Eric Young is back with Impact Wrestling, and they also got the victory over Bully and Diener. Still to come, the co-main event, Deonna versus Trinity, and the main event, Alex Shelley versus Nick Aldis. So lots of goodness is still to come. With that being said, speaking of goodness, we've got Andy in the house. Good to see you, Andy. We were wondering, where is Andy at? Welcome, brother Andy. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. And let's see, Sami needs to hit the gym. He's slim fat now. You're right about that, and I've felt that for quite some time actually. But Sami, I feel like ever since he especially returned after that injury, it seems like he definitely needs to hit the bars. That's right, absolutely. Let's see. What else do we have here? Nice, that was the Most High guiding me away from the cringe. Good to see you, my brother, bro, man, as always. Love that. And let's see, what else do we have here? James Chill. Oh, what is that about? Henry was due to loss. Is Santino still wrestling tonight? No, Santino's not here tonight. He's not going to be in action tonight, brother. He's not. Let's see, what else do we have here? Yes, James, I'm hot, but I means whether or not... that's right, Ricky, hot guy. And Andy says, hey, I'll catch you for TripleMania tomorrow night. I've just got to listen to you. You are doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Andy. Andy, actually, TripleMania's tonight. Surprisingly, I know we got a lot of wrestling tonight. TripleMania is tonight, and it's actually about to start right now, so you are here just in time, my brother Andy. Welcome once again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Those damn rascals, says true. Wait, whatever is happening, I was talking a lot, did not realize what's happening on TV, but let's take a look again. Wait. What the heck? No way in hell. So, these guys, the guys that I did not even care about, I thought you can't even count them as threats. You cannot even count them in this match. They really stunned me here because the underdogs in this match, Subculture, they're victorious and they are now your new Impact World Tag Team Champions. Subculture victorious here at Slammiversary. You've got to be kidding me. I counted them as an absolute underdog, but good for them. Good for them. By the way, Andrade trying to get in here. There we go. We have a little stare down going on at the moment. The AEW crew, the referees, trying to keep Andrade away from the House of Black as Malachi poses in the ring with Andrade's mask. Andrade obviously looks angry. And alright, my brother Andy, I hope you're doing well. You take care. I'll see you around. New champions. That's right, Ricky. We've got new champions indeed. Just like Drew says here, we have Subcultures as the Impact World Tag Team Champions. They're a good team, alright, true. Well, let's see how their reign is going to be like. Coming up next is going to be perhaps one of the biggest matches of the night. Also, I believe the third last match, because we only have 3 matches left now. We got Shelley versus Aldis in the main event, Deonna versus Trinity in the co-main event, and coming up next, it's got to be a hardcore match for sure because we've got Frankie Kazarian versus Eddie Edwards. By the way, who remembers all the craziness that Eddie Edwards put together during the whole Honor No More, days? Honor No More was such a lovely faction, a great faction. It was the nexus of Impact Wrestling. They just wreaked havoc everywhere at the event. They destroyed people, kicked ass. It was beautiful. Honor No More was a lovely time, of course, before Mike Bennett left, Maria Kanellis left, all those people left Impact Wrestling for AEW and elsewhere. Honor No More was fantastic, and I miss them. But anyways, Eddie Edwards is going to be here tonight, and he's going to be fighting Frankie Kazarian. These two people have been rivals forever, and tonight, their rivalry reaches new heights. And they're going to be also escorted to the ring by Tracy Brooks and Alicia Edwards, respectfully. Let's see, Revolution starts tonight, says James. Definitely, brother. Oh, by the way, CM Punk and Ricky Stark is finally up next. A match that I've been so excited about. I really have been looking forward to so eagerly. Ricky and CM Punk up next. Ricky says, by the way, come back few weeks. We're going to be watching Great American Bash. That's right. So, also, we're going to be watching Great American Bash from the studio, by the way. That's right. We're going to be going to the studio for the Great American Bash. It's a big deal. So we're going to be there for that. Let's see. How has AEW been this? Andrew, my brother Nautic, you've got no idea. AEW has been so good tonight. We started off the first match here because we got, of course, the Bullet Club Gold, the BCG versus FTR. That match went for 60 minutes plus. I believe 61, 62 minutes in total. If you count the entrances, even longer. So that was the first match of the night. Incredible match. I will not spoil the winners for you because you have to check it out for yourself. Great match. A roller coaster indeed. You have to check it out. I will not spoil the winners for you. But that's right, true. It is main event time indeed. We've got Ricky Starks in the building, in the ring here. The crowd seems hyped. Everybody's standing on their feet. It's always a good sign to see that. Alicia, by the way, looking good as she makes her way out right here. Impact Wrestling. CM Punk also making his way out. Meanwhile, I get to see Maria Kanellis' booty every Thursday, says James. I know, James, you do. Good for you. Good for you. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. Is it, says True. Is it what? True? What is that about? NXT has been pretty mid, says True. Oh, you mean about Great American Bash, I see. NXT turned mid because we stopped watching. I mean, if we start watching again, I'm sure that we're going to have fun again. But, yeah, NXT, I wonder. I mean, if it's turned mid now, I wonder how is it going to be like when guys like Braun Breaker and others get pushed to the main roster. It's going to be hard. I mean, let's see how are they going to be replacing guys like Braun himself in NXT. What's next for NXT after this stage is over? We shall see. Anyways, I was talking about, this guy, Gable Stevenson, to a friend, and, in the industry itself. And we were talking about how Gable, from being, of course, the gold medalist and having all the hype behind him, and then being drafted to Raw crazy move from the WWE, giving him just way too much exposure way too early, I believe. And that's what backfired. Just like I say all the time, don't fly too high on your own supply or you're gonna get burned by the sun. I think that's what happened with Gable. They just really pushed him too hard, too early. It backfired, and he got burned by the sun. That's what happened because he got drafted to Raw, and after that they realized how terrible he was in the ring, and now all of a sudden he is appearing on NXT here and there, and my friend was telling me that how they should have actually treated Gable Stevenson much like Dominic. Dominic was signed to the Performance Center years ago. Dominic, trained at the Performance Center for years and years and years. At first, the dirt sheets and everyone, they were talking about Dominic Mysterio, and they were counting down the number of days before he would make his debut on NXT. And Dominic never did make his debut on NXT for years and years. He kept on training at the Performance Center. But when he was ready, he was pushed straight to the main roster. And that's what they should have done with Gable as well. They should have kept him at the Performance Center for years and years until he really got ready, and then should have pushed him to the main roster. But what can we do? I hope that Gable Stevenson is booked properly, because, you don't get gold medalists, signing with the WWE all the time. It rarely happens. After Kurt Angle, Gable Stevenson is a very promising figure, and hopefully will be treated and booked well. And hopefully will perform well too, so we shall see. Anyways, the match is underway right here. CM Punk twisting up Ricky Stark's arm. Ricky Stark returning the favor. They're going for this arm twist over and over again. CM Punk with the pink trunks, pink boxers, I like that. Okay, and CM Punk now down to a knee here. It's a shame Mark Briscoe screwed his knee up, and we'll be away wrestling for a while, and we'll miss it. It's sad. Yeah, don't we have the ROH Dead Before Dishonor pay-per-view next week, July 21st, if I'm not wrong? So that's next week. It's a big week for AEW too, Tony Khan as well, because we've got that show that's going to be Blood and Guts, July 19th. 2 days later, we've got ROH's pay-per-view, so pretty big week for AEW once again next week. Dominic is going to go after the NXT North American Champion this Tuesday on NXT, says Ricky. That's interesting. Dominic is paying his dues on the main rosters. It's true, that's right. Dominic still sucks. Is only Rhea making him now? That's true. You got to give a lot of credit to Rhea Ripley. Before the Judgment Day, Dominic was like a little baby hiding in, Rey Mysterio's shadow. He came out wearing bright red and bright green and bright blue, and it just made him look like a little kid. So I'm glad that he was able to step away from all of that stuff, become a little bit of a man of his own. He's still not a man of his own yet. He's still living in Rhea Ripley's shadow, but at least it's helping him a little bit. He's going to that next level, so that's good. Crowd is good energy, says True. I agree with that. One more time, I've got to mention this because I love the lighting for Collision. It's so much lively. It's really lively. I mean, I love it. I love the fact that the crowd is not sitting in the dark. You've got proper lighting on the crowd. You can look at all these people, their faces. During the match, too, I really appreciate that. It really adds a lot more energy to the show, I feel. Yes, AJ24 is Monday. All right, Ricky, thanks for that. Rhea Ripley is hilarious at house shows are those shows where these guys, they get to interact with fans, and you really get that personal connect. I love attending TV tapings, but they tend to be a lot more tedious than the house shows. I mean, house shows, you're there for fun. TV tapings, it's a whole different affair. A whole different affair for sure. Next ROH pay-per-view show is on Friday, July 21st. Thanks for that, Ricky. Appreciate that. ROH Dead Before Dishonor is on Friday, same time SmackDown, so head-to-head. It's got to be an interesting night, Ricky. Thank you. And one more time, we got Ricky Starks over there. Headlock on CM Punk. CM Punk trying to fight back. And just like True said, a few minutes ago, they did a lot. CM Punk versus Ricky Starks, 20 minutes. They did. And CM Punk finally, after going back and forth, throws Ricky Starks off the ring and down to the ringside. Ricky Starks staring down at CM Punk. I think he's trying to re-strategize. It's a sweet match. I mean, a match that I was very curious about. But so far, CM Punk has very much been dominant. Ricky Starks has been able to do next to nothing to CM Punk to slow him down. to get him hurt. Next to nothing so far. Speaking of Impact Wrestling, Eddie Edwards also dominating right now on Frankie Kazarian. Kazarian in a tough spot. Chop across the chest of Frankie. Frankie in trouble. Yep. Also, let me take a look at TripleMania, because that also should be on now. We've got a lot of wrestling. Too much to really watch tonight, right? But let's take a look at TripleMania and see if that show is also on now, because it should be. It's my dream, actually. You know, I've attended WWE shows, I've attended, wrestling in general. I've never been to a TripleMania, and I feel like I want to attend a TripleMania show live once. Just once. Really do want to. I can only imagine, the atmosphere there is going to be a lot more lively. And because TripleMania means a lot to the Mexican people, you can tell. And here we are. TripleMania is indeed live right now, guys. Video package is being shown at the moment. So TripleMania also is now live. Let me turn the lights on TripleMania 2. It is also live. Also SmackDown on FS1. A lot of people don't have the channel, so they're going to hit. I agree. Yeah. It's very interesting how they're going to be going to FS1 that same night when ROH is going to go up against SmackDown. That same night. It cannot be, it is coincidence for sure, but still, very sweet coincidence for ROH. Definitely. That's right. Indeed, Ricky. Yep. So they're trying to boost the ratings, of course. Roman Reigns is going to be there next week on SmackDown, so that's their attempt at, hopefully helping the ratings. We shall see what happens. Of course, speaking of TripleMania, it's just kicking off right now. Interesting. It's still daytime over there in Mexico. What time is it? It is in Mexico right now. The sun is still up. It's still out. So it says that the time right there over there is 7:47 p.m. But the sun is out. It almost looks like it's 2 p.m. right now. What is going on? All right. So 6:47 p.m. at the moment, but still they've got the sun out right now. It really feels like bright day, like 2 p.m. Crazy. Okay. Anyways, most WWC I hearing the show is so good. Says Ricky. I see. Yeah, no, they're for sure. Lucha Libre, AAA, they don't hold back. They go all out for these shows, without a doubt. Stark starting his stuff on top rope. I see. Right now, I'm on a commercial right now for Collision. Speaking of Impact Wrestling, it is Frankie Kazarian who's trying to get back here. It's PT time for AAA in Mexico, so about 6:47 p.m., yeah? Still, look, if you guys are watching TripleMania right now, the sun is out. It's very, very bright day over there at the moment. It feels like it's noon. Crazy. Over here, 7 p.m., it's total dark. Absolute darkness. This is something that you guys probably don't know. Remember this thing that I did, the interview with Alberto Del Rio? So it so happened that, I emailed Alberto. Alberto apparently forwarded the email, to his manager, and it's a small world, right? Small world, and the manager was talking to the promoter, I believe, AAA at the moment, who's the guy who's currently in charge, and the promoter apparently, knows me, and that's how things kind of, got worked out, and they said yes, and Alberto said yes, and I got a message from a third party who knew me, or who found out my number or something, and they said, okay, you message Alberto, and that's how it worked out. So AAA. Apparently, the promoter is pretty damn cool. He's aware of my work, and he's a fan. That's awesome. And, there's an opportunity for me to be able to interview AAA stars and, Lucha Libre stars. But the only problem is that there's a language barrier in most of the cases, which is why you don't see me doing Lucha Libre interviews a lot. But I would love to, but the only thing is that there's language problems, yeah. Okay. Maybe one day we're gonna do written interviews, with translation and stuff, so that could work. Yeah, Ricky. It's a small world, especially wrestling is a very small world. And how internet connects us all, sitting in different parts of the world, we're all connected. It's sweet. Sweet. Did anybody see that hottie in the crowd? James, are you talking about Collision right now? I did not see it. Which part of the ringside? Line up a translate. I know Andrew probably should be doing that. Hey, Nautic, you're still here. Okay, good to see you, Nautic. Yeah, I think Ricky should. Ricky, will you be my translator? Let's start doing some interviews with Lucha Libre stars. Ricky, you be my translator. Alright, let's see. And here we are. Speaking of Collision, CM Punk right now in control. And speaking of Impact Wrestling, Frankie Kazarian is one more time in trouble. Sent to the ring. Alicia Edwards watching on very closely. Is that Marina? Are you talking about Marina, James? Because I saw Marina in the crowd. I think I saw Marina. Somebody who looked like Marina, I don't know. But they really give her some time. Okay, how much... wait a second, Ricky. I can't read your comment. Let's see. Ricky says, are you gonna hire me, AJ? How much are we talking? I'll let you know, Ricky. Once I make enough money, I'll let you know and I'll hire you. All right. Okay, here we are. Body slam from CM Punk, and Ricky Starks goes down. I miss Frankie. Hopefully he comes back to AEW soon. Well, let's see if he's going to be losing tonight or he's going to be winning. I don't know what kind of a contract are we talking with Frankie Kazarian right now. By the way, speaking of contracts, I was very surprised because I recently learned that La Rebellion, we're talking about the NWA Tag Team Champions, La Rebellion, they're actually not under contract with the NWA. They are not in an exclusive contract. They're not signed with the company, but they are the company's tag team champions. I was very surprised to hear that. So apparently a lot of the champions who are currently NWA title holders are not under contract with the company. I was very much surprised. I was expecting at least the champions to be under contract, but they're not. Yeah. Top guys still top guys. Nice as Andrew. That's right. You saw that FTR match? It was an incredible match, brother. What a match. And Frankie going for the cover on Eddie Edwards. And with that being said, it's a 2. Eddie kicking out one more time here. Okay. And Ricky Starks sending CM Punk straight back first into the turnbuckle. CM Punk goes down to his knees here. Ricky with a cut kick to the back and a stomp to the back. CM Punk down one more time. Another big kick straight to the back. CM Punk is down flat. Look at the time here. We've got about 7 minutes left before the show is going to be wrapping up. Camille now Camille is the only exception. She is like I believe the only champion. I was speaking with my friend in PCW Ultra. He's a great guy. He's got like information from everybody in the industry. He's a fantastic guy. I was talking to him, and he told me that Camille is like the only exception, and she is under contract with the NWA. So I believe if you talk about the NWA's women's division, there was a time when it was nice and it was sweet. It was prospering. You had Taryn Terrell, my favorite, on the roster, and they had quite a few people over there that were actually assets to the company. Now, if you look at NWA, go to their Twitter, go to their social media, all they talk about really is Camille and who else? There's another lady, forgetting her name right now, Natalia Markova, and a few, here and there, pretty empowered. That's all that they talk about. They've got a very thin roster, especially when it comes to the women's division. That's right. But Camille in AEW would be unbelievable. Camille anywhere outside of the WWE, outside of NWA would be unbelievable. She is a great talent, very easy on the eyes, very classy. I can imagine, matches like Camille versus Jade Cargill, or Camille versus Taya Valkyrie, or even Camille versus Charlotte Flair. We're talking Camille versus Bianca Belair. I got goosebumps just like I mentioned those names over there. I mean, it would be incredible. Camille would give us 5-star matches, maybe something like we've never seen before. She would be absolute magic in the ring. I don't know what holds her back. Maybe she likes the lighter schedule, because a lot of people, they sign with, companies like NWA or even Impact Wrestling, because these companies, they don't travel. They have a much lighter schedule than your other mainstream companies like the AEW. There's no traveling involved. You can stay at one location, look after your family, be there for your children, and also be a wrestler. Live your dream. And that's a reason why a lot of times people sign with Impact or NWA, because of the ease of work, right? It's like your regular 9 to 5. You have to show up on every Thursday for this taping, that taping, and you'll be home at 6. And that's the reason why a lot of people choose to stay with those companies. That could be it for Camille as well. They are both working like tweeners, that's true. That's right, I agree there. Surjit Gaur, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Surjit. No one watches NWA anymore, says Ricky. By the way, also, another thing about, we'll talk about it in a bit. I'm talking a lot about NWA, we're not talking about AEW. Let's talk about Collision a little more. We'll get back to NWA, because another surprising thing I heard about it, and it's actually verified. I'll talk to you about it in a bit. But here we are, final moments of this match. Ricky Starks looking to climb the top turnbuckle. CM Punk laid out flat in the middle of the ring here. Ricky looking to take a big... I think it's gonna backfire. I knew it was gonna backfire, and it did backfire easily. CM Punk just gets up and just laughs as Ricky Starks falls down on the mat. Ricky's gonna lose. There's no way in hell he's winning this match. CM Punk goes for the cover, but Ricky's still kicking out. Just like True said, they're fighting like tweeners. They're taking it very easy on each other. I know Ricky Starks can wrestle better than that. I know he can be more aggressive than that. They definitely are holding a lot back tonight. Camille would be lost at W Company. They would bury her, says James. Maybe, perhaps, perhaps they would. That's right. Punk and Pink giveaway. Maybe, says Andrew. What do you mean, Andrew? What do you mean by that? Let me know. Let's see, what else do we have here? I love PCW more than NWA, says Ricky. That's sweet. If Toni Storm wrestled in what she wore on Rampage, it's a... Oh, my brother, true. It's awesome. All right. Ricky says, I feel bad for Camille. She's at NWA. Nobody watches NWA. She's a star over wrestling. Yeah, as long as she's making that money, I know she's happy. By the way, Alicia Edwards getting involved with the kendo stick in hand. Looks like Tracy Brooks also is not going to be holding back. Tracy Brooks goes after Alicia, trying to maintain order in this match here. Tracy taking her down, and it's a cat fight going on in the ring right here. That means nothing, because we're pink too, yeah. Elbow strike. Ricky returning the favor. Punch, and a punch from Ricky. We're looking at the final 2 minutes. Are we going to go over time? By the way, Alicia is taken down. Eddie Edwards obviously was distracted by it. Frankie Kazarian grabs him from behind, taking advantage of the distraction. Eddie Edwards, oh my goodness, Frankie got the best of him, got him to tap out, and we have a winner over here. Clear victory for Frankie Kazarian. Clean victory for him. He is the winner of the match. Good stuff. Punk as Pink rings on as the final Owen Cup, Hard Cup for Mints. I see. That's... Alright. Yeah, I feel like Punk's gonna win, though. Definitely looks like it. He's gonna win. I mean, Ricky Starks beating CM Punk in this match will be nice, but I can't see it happening. CM Punk going for the cover on Ricky. Ricky kicking out. And I'm convinced that we're going to go over time, at least by 5 minutes, that's for sure. You're right, Ricky. We got 2 minutes left for Collision to be wrapping up. But the way it's going right here, and, you just heard Andrew also mention that, it's the finals, seems like we could be going over time, because I cannot see these guys giving up so easily. CM Punk was wearing pink last week, too, on Collision. Yeah, Collision colors. Yeah, all right, sweet. Let's see. He gets Ricky Starks up on his shoulder. Ricky trying to get away. Elbow strikes to Punk, and he slips away from his shoulders. Ricky, holy crap. And CM Punk has been knocked out of the ring, goes down to the ringside. This could have been the perfect opportunity for Ricky to cover him, but CM Punk is thrown out to safety where he cannot be pinned. Wait a second, I'm not even reading the comments now because I can see James going with the yes, Ricky with the oh my god. True says Hobbs were pinked. I'm not reading the comments. I don't want to be spoiled right now. I want to see who wins for myself. Okay, Punk has Ricky where he wants him. My goodness. By the way, on Impact Wrestling coming up, it's going to be Deonna Purrazzo versus Trinity Fight 2. The co-main event is coming up next for the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Championship. It's going to be a mega match. Trinity, I see her winning. Even though I want Deonna Purrazzo to win because, she's evil and she finds ways to win, and it just accelerates the whole rivalry, pushes it to a next level, and I want to see this rivalry go to a next level. But business-wise, Trinity Fight 2 winning tonight makes a lot more sense. Ricky goes for the cover on Punk. Punk rolling up. Goes for the cover on Ricky. Ricky wants to give it the possum pin. Oh my goodness, don't tell me that. Oh, okay. No, wait, what the heck? Ricky won? No way in hell. Oh my goodness, what? Oh wow. Holy crap. Confetti and everything here for Ricky. You got... Oh, I cannot believe it. CM Punk cannot believe it. Ricky Starks has won the match. Oh my gosh. James says, I told you Revolution would start tonight. I know, True. What in the world just happened right here? Ricky has won. He has defeated CM Punk. Did not do it clean. He grabbed the rope. The referee is absolutely blind to not see it. I could not believe it, to be honest, but Ricky has done it. He has defeated CM Punk. CM Punk cannot believe it. Ricky with the yes chance. Yep, True, that's right. Ricky with Toni, good to see you, my brother. Tony says Ricky wins and pulled a Cody on C. He did. That's right. Wow. And that's right, True. Battle of the Bells is going to pick up from right here. It is right. We have now transitioned over to Battle of the Bells, which is on now. Which means that we're done with Collision. So let's get that off. That's right. And Battle of the Bells is now on. Crazy. What a great night here. Good for Ricky Starks. Good for him. The winner of the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament 2023, Ricky Starks. Crazy ending to this whole tournament. The fact that he defeated CM Punk in the end and sort of, Tony, look at him just grabbing the cup and walking right off the stage. No respect shown whatsoever to the legend himself, who was there to present him with that cup. He just storms out. Ricky, something else is happening right here. The revolution, as James said, is starting tonight. I always know that Ricky is the people's champion in AEW. I love Ricky, but what we saw tonight is crazy. And that's right, Jaden lied here, brother James, but Ricky with no show of respect whatsoever right there to the legend himself. That CM Punk second loss, that's right, CM Punk is having a hard time, it seems. That loss to Ricky, CM Punk did not expect it. I did not expect it. That was definitely an interesting end, and also the way he just grabbed the cup and stormed off, quite interesting itself. No respect for... That's right, True. No respect whatsoever. Just stormed off. Did not even pose for a picture. Nothing. Just walked off. Crazy. I know. Seems like it, Ricky. I mean, just what he did right there on the stage. Let's leave what he did with Punk, right? Let's leave the fact that he grabbed the rope for the cover. Let's talk about how he just stormed off the stage with that cup, not showing any respect towards the legend. Definitely a heelish move. Very heelish move, without a doubt. Did Punk hang... Wait, what's that? Oh, you mean did CM Punk bring David out here? We did not see it. I don't know if there's pictures of it on social media, but David Benoit is here ringside is what we heard. I don't know if he was brought out to the ring or not. Let's see. Cassidy versus Archer is next. That's right. For the International Championship, it's going to be Lance versus Orange Cassidy up next. I don't know if Ron DMG is watching, but if he's watching, I know he's going to be loving this match. Because Lance versus Orange Cassidy up next. Orange Cassidy is not dropping the title. He's not losing before going to the UK. He has got to be the champion when they go to the UK for All In. By the way, lots of oranges in the chat. I like that, James. Okay, let's see. I look for Lance Archer to take the belt of Orange Cassidy. Gary, my brother, great to see you. It would be nice, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all tonight. I'm looking at, we've got 3 matches, by the way, happening in Battle of the Belts. Let's take a look at them. This is it. So we've got Luchasaurus versus Shawn Spears. We got Toni versus Taya. We got Orange versus Lance. Of course, all 3 for the titles. We've got the TNT title on the line. We got the Women's World title on the line and the International title on the line. I don't expect either of these champions to be dropping their titles tonight. I don't see it happening. Maybe Shawn Spears. Perhaps Shawn Spears. Just a maybe. Anybody else, I don't see it happening. But let me know what you guys think. His injuries will pile up, sister. Yeah, by the way, Deonna Purrazzo coming out here, making her grand entrance, the Virtuosa, with the violin. Look at the lady playing the violin for Deonna as she comes out here. She looks great. Anybody watching Impact Wrestling right now, tell me that gear is not inspired by Charlotte Flair. Look at that robe. It looks like she stole that from Charlotte's closet and just trimmed it a little bit short. But look at that. Deonna channeling her inner Charlotte Flair, obviously. There you go. Coming out now is Lance Archer. Broman says Battle of the Belts an hour. That's right, Broman. That's right, my brother. It's an hour-long show. Battle of the Belts is happening right now. Speaking of TripleMania also taking place, there's just way too much wrestling to concentrate tonight. It seems like a scrambled eggs match going on in TripleMania. If you guys are watching TripleMania 2, let me know how do you guys like it. I actually thought that TripleMania was tomorrow night because of, difference in time and time zones and everything. I looked up Fight, and Fight is so nice because Fight shows me the date according to Indian Standard Time. So usually when I'm looking up these shows, it shows me dates in Eastern Time, and for Fight, it showed me the dates and the time in Indian Standard Time. So I thought that okay, it takes place tomorrow, but it turns out that it actually takes place tonight, along with Collision and AEW Ramp and Battle of the Belts and of course Slammiversary. There's too much wrestling in one night. It's crazy. Trinity looking good. You're right. True. You're right. I see this rivalry between Trinity and Deonna, capable of reaching even bigger heights than Mickie James and Deonna Purrazzo's rivalry did. There's a lot that can go down here because Trinity, much better in the ring right now than Mickie James herself. She can do a lot in the ring. She's capable of a lot. I feel like if done right, this can be a very long rivalry, and that's why I want Deonna to win tonight. I don't want the chapter to end tonight. I don't want Trinity to get her moment just yet. Much like Cody, I want her to fight and struggle and scratch her way to the championship. So hopefully Deonna is able to pull a number on Trinity and steal a victory. But we shall see. Let me know what you guys think. Who should win this match here? By the way, Lance Archer is dominating very easily. Orange Cassidy in a tough spot. I love see Trinity winning the Knockout Championship tonight, says Ricky. By the way, we know that Mercedes Moné is backstage in support of Trinity Fatu. Everybody gets excited when they hear Mercedes. So, of course, was a talk of the town of the dirt sheets that she's going to be here tonight. When I read that report, Andy also told me about it on YouTube earlier. I said, I just see her being there just in support of Trinity. Not to compete, just in support. And that's most likely the case. Deonna has and always will look better than Charlotte. Charlotte reminds me of a walking kangaroo. Oh, my brother. I love you, James. James keeps it real. No filters, he keeps it real. I like that. Okay. But I like Charlotte Flair a lot. I do like her a lot. I think she's great. Very class act. I like Charlotte. And I had the opportunity of doing an interview with Charlotte in a press conference for SummerSlam a couple of years ago. Was it last year? A couple of years ago. Yeah. And it was great. She was very respectful, very nice, and she knows how to deal with people. But with me, she was very respectful. I was the only one she actually referred to as sir. She called me sir, and I like that. Anyways, things definitely are getting heated up right here. Lance is losing control. He is going after the staff member, after the crew of AEW. Orange Cassidy like Superman with a drop kick to Lance, sending him straight to the barricade. The barricade kind of giving up, just pushing over to the fans. Fans stepping back here for Lance. Lance once again, drop kick, 3 drop kicks in a row to Lance Archer, who's being sent over to the barricade and now is paying for his sins. Heel James here, says Tricky. That's right, brother. That's right. Andrew, my brother Nautic, says, okay, I thought this was her and Cassidy. 1 second. Cannot read the comment. Let's see. Okay, I thought this was a her and Cassidy, not a her versus Cassidy versus I know. And here we are. Cassidy is going after everybody, but of course he's also paying for his sins. Orange Cassidy, dear Lord, he is down one more time. Lance Archer rolling into the ring here, beating that count. Good for him. Both the men slipping into the ring in the near. There we go. Orange Cassidy might have slipped into the ring, but, he's still not doing pretty damn well. Lance Archer still dominating. Orange showing signs of fatigue, signs of hurt. Definitely is. TripleMania off to Wild Star. I see. You see? Okay, true. We're tuning in now. All right. No, I'm kidding. But let's tune in. Let's see what's happening in TripleMania right now. The one thing that I hate about TripleMania, and True knows it all too well, is the advertising. They've got so much going on in the back on the Tron. It is crazy. I don't see any booty meat, True. I mean, I see a lot of men here. Oh my god, is that Cartwheel? It's been a while since I've seen Jack Cartwheel. But Cartwheel is here. Good for him. Oh my goodness, that guy was shoving in, I don't know, tissues or are those pancakes? Or these tortillas? He was shoving it into her mouth. Yeah, scrambled eggs indeed. TripleMania is off to a scrambled egg start for sure. Yeah, I see what you. Alright, I see what you mean, brother. True. I see it too now. Taurus here. I love Taurus. Taurus is great. Okay, let's see. A guy stuffing tortilla. That was a tortilla. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, good stuff. Let's see. Sorry, AJ, I forgot to put my score. That's okay, my brother Tricky. We're just having fun here. I just noticed I'm glad to see AJ supporting Orange to. Oh, goodness. That's right. Did that. That's funny, James. That is funny. Yeah, I am supporting Orange Cassidy, indeed. Oh, dear. It's so funny because if this is not orange enough, when I woke up today, I thought maybe I should wear my orange turban. It's not really orange. It's kind of, I guess, orange, brownish orange, but I was gonna wear my full orange turban. Actually, I'll do it Wednesday night. I'll wear my orange turban in support of Orange Cassidy. Just for you, James, just for you. Orange Cassidy is literally being held together with a tape, says Gary. Yep, that's right. Kinesio tapes right there. By the way, I don't know if anybody of you have used those kinesio tapes. They work like magic. Just a couple days ago for me, I think I pulled a muscle or something happened, but my legs started to pain a lot out of nowhere. I used my kinesio tapes and it just went away, like bam, it just went away, the pain. I don't know how it works, but it works pretty well. Ricky says, AJ, you look good with orange. Thank you. I was wearing orange yesterday as well for SmackDown and Rampage. So I have been supporting Orange back-to-back for 2 days. That's right. I'll be okay with Cassidy loss here, Suzanne. It's not happening, though. I mean, it looks like it might happen, but I don't see Orange Cassidy not taking that international championship to the UK. He's been champion for so long. I definitely see him carrying it over to the UK show, without a doubt. And here we are. He was going to go for the choke slam on Orange, but Orange gonna go for a tornado DDT. Lance one step ahead, a bit too strong for Orange Cassidy. Grabs him right there. Orange slipping out of his reach. Was gonna go for the leg, but Lance Archer is like Superman. Nothing will take him down. Nothing will take him down. He grabs Orange by the throat. It's like watching, I don't know, Vegeta versus Gohan. Little kid Gohan right now. Vegeta will not lose. Or perhaps he will, I don't know, Gohan trying to fight back. That is Orange Cassidy trying to fight hard now. And speaking of Impact Wrestling, by the way, Deonna Purrazzo is dominating. Trinity is in trouble. Deonna going after the arm of Trinity. Big trouble. D-Sing, good to see you, Mr. D-Sing. Welcome, hope you're doing well. And one more time, Deonna Purrazzo. Looking good. I've got to interview Deonna now. I really want to interview Deonna. I'll reach out to Impact and let's do an interview with Deonna Purrazzo. Let's do it. It's been a while. I do want to interview her. All right, let's see. Going for the cover once again, and it's a kick out. By the way, I've got to say, I feel so rewarded every time, I do an interview and that turns out to be, more of a friendship. Like you turn a wrestler into your friend or something like that. It feels so rewarding, and I've had that happen quite a few times in the past. Thankfully, very grateful for that. And interestingly, I did this interview for Impact Wrestling with Jessica Havoc of the Dead Dolls. And, the interview was very nice, professional. We also had a moderator from Impact Wrestling sitting there moderating our interviews. That was okay. But post-interview, Jessica has been so sweet, so nice. It's incredible, when she's on Twitch, I get on there, I say hello, she recognizes me instantly. I was away for a few months from her streams, did not catch her live. I commented, once, like couple days ago, after quite a while, and she instantly recognized me again, was very nice and gracious. Now on Instagram, she's always like, commenting, DMing. It's very nice. Very rewarding when you turn a wrestler into your friend. It's sweet. Crazy ending, says James. Okay, for me it's still going on. Of course, Jake here. Oh dear. I see what you mean now, James. That was a BS ending, says Andrew. Cassidy wins. I told you guys, not surprised. I'm not surprised. I know Andrew was saying that he would be okay with Cassidy losing, but I don't see him losing at all, guys. I don't see him losing at least until the UK show, or even in the UK show. Cassidy will not lose. Absolutely not. He's a draw. That's for sure. Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah, but by crazy ending or BS ending, nobody wants a match to end with a count out. Nobody wants that, but I guess we have to take it. Again, guys, I told you, I don't expect any titles to change hands tonight. Orange Cassidy retained. Toni Storm is gonna retain too. There's a very slight chance, right, for if they want to have at least one title change hands tonight, there's a very slight chance that Shawn Spears perhaps walks away with the title, defeats Luchasaurus for the TNT Championship. Very, very slight chance of that happening, but I don't see it happening either, but we shall see. You know what her name on Twitch? I think it's just Jessica Havoc. Her name on Twitch, Brother Ricky. Let me look it up for you. She's very nice. I mean, just say hello to her, support her. She's an incredible lady. Jessica is awesome. And sorry, Walter, but Orange Cassidy is my hope. What? Or Tony? You're serious? Okay, cool. All right. I know Walter or Gunther is gonna feel terrible after reading that. So yeah, it is Jessica Havoc. I just looked it up on Twitch, my brother, for you, Ricky, and that's her. That's her, Jessica. Incredible lady. Yeah. She's also, I don't know if you guys know it, but she's also in a relationship with Sami Callihan. So that's that too. Both are great people. I've never had the opportunity to interact with Sami personally, but they are in a relationship. They live together. Lucha Kane will not lose Christian's title, says True. Oh, that's right. I love how True, every single time we talk about Luchasaurus, he calls him Lucha Kane. I love that. Alright, yeah, Lucha Kane most likely will not lose. I was just thinking, if there's gotta be a title that changes hands tonight, it's gotta be his title, but True says no, so it's gotta be a no. Gary says, AJ, what did you think about Paul Heyman getting Super King? It was a sweet spot. I really enjoyed last night's SmackDown. Gary, we missed you during SmackDown last night. I hope you enjoyed the show. Wait a second, the Acclaimed coming out here? They've got no business to be here tonight. What are they coming out here for? They got no business. That's right, hype man. That makes sense, sure. That makes sense. Alright, my brother Ricky. Yeah, SmackDown was great. James, I think I know the ladies that you were talking about when James mentioned time fillers. You're right, True. When James mentioned, if we saw the hot tea sitting ringside for AEW, I think I know who he was talking about because the cameraman keeps focusing on those ladies over and over again. They've done it like 3 times already now. They focus on those ladies here and there. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know. But yeah, the Acclaimed right here to fill the time. Speaking of Impact Wrestling, the match is still going on, guys. If you guys are not watching Impact yet, do it right now because this is a crazy match. Trinity, Fatu right now, still struggling to gain control. She was gonna go for the boot to the gut. They're on the apron at the moment, but Deonna Purrazzo a little bit faster. A boot to the gut right here to Trinity Fatu. Deonna is... Oh my goodness! That was... I don't know if you saw it, guys, but I think that Deonna slipped over there. She was gonna go for the pile driver on Trinity, but I think she slipped. And she hit her with the pile driver accidentally, with Trinity's head just bouncing off the apron. I don't think it was meant to happen, but she just slipped. And it seemed accidental. She was not even able to lift her Trinity. That looked ugly. But hopefully she's okay. She went for the cover on Fatu, but Trinity has still kicked out. I punched my hand so hard on that spot that now my hand kind of hurts. Oh, I should control. Anyways, give the crowd a chance to recharge. They are, yeah, makes sense, true. Makes sense. Oh my god, true. I saw that, AJ. She spiked her. Yeah, she did. She did. Never drop the S-ball on Rated TV 14 show. Is it Rated 14? Curse it. No, Toni. And here we are, by the way. Daddy ass. Oh my goodness. You got goodness going on both sides of the programming, both AEW and this show, Slammiversary. Deonna's gonna go for a superplex. Oh my goodness.
The way to do it, and in a big way, because you look through those history books, it's going to be Iego's name, as you mentioned. First female in a mixed copa in the history of this grand event.
Which is impressive, to think, AAA is unlike other companies. The luchadors and the luchadors
Goodness.
are on the same level. They let them go out there and compete. They see Roy Lucy or...
Trinity somehow turning it around off the top turnbuckle, gets Deonna Purrazzo exactly where she wants her, has her now locked in a submission hold. Deonna Purrazzo in trouble. Pretty sure she's going to be able to reach the ropes. There's no way that she's tapping out just yet. New champion? Trinity won the match? Good for her. Good for her. Business-wise, it made sense for her to win tonight. Now she's going to post the picture of her holding the title on her socials, and the world's going to be talking about it. People are going to tune into Impact Wrestling to watch her as champion. It makes sense business-wise. I'm pretty sure Impact Wrestling is paying her a lot of money to be here, and they're going to make it worth it, Trinity is going to bring eyes to the product, and that is without a question. The Acclaimed just don't feel as hot as they were before, says James, and I think a lot of people can agree with that. I feel like we can blame overexposure for that. Yeah, when people get overexposed, when it's too exposed, it gets saturated. And nobody likes saturation too much, right? So that's what happened, I believe, with the Acclaimed. They got overexposed. And that's sad. I guess the biggest example of that is Hook. When Hook came up, he was that big attraction, right? Everybody talking about Hook. Hook trending worldwide, #1. And it just, again, oversaturated. And that's what happened with him as well. He's still okay. He's still good to watch. It's fun to watch. But still, too much exposure, too early, can lead to that. But of course, look at those people in the audience throwing up the scissors. Yeah, people are still into Acclaimed. They are talking about Impact on TripleMania. Really, are they? Now that's amazing. Oh my goodness, speaking of Camille, I've got to watch this match. Camille making her way out right here, TripleMania. Oh my goodness, and that's Viva Van. We're looking at PCW Ultra Women's Champion Viva Van coming out right now. Incredible match. Okay, so this is NWA Viva Van. Camille versus Natalia Markova versus Viva Van right now. I love this. I love Camille, love Viva Van. Both great ladies. And of course, Natalia Markova, NWA regular too. It looks like Tony Schiavone has lost a little weight. Yeah, good for him. Good for him. All that running from Adam Cole that he has to do, most likely. That's why he lost the weight. Camille is at TripleMania. She is there. That's right. It's a trios match. Is it a trios? Yeah, it's a trios match. You're right about that. They're probably going to be calling it Team Mexico or Team AAA versus Team Rest of the World or Team USA. They love doing these matches, right? I'm pretty sure, like, even in this event, there's like a men's tag team match where it's Team AAA versus Team Rest of the World. They love doing those. And that's right, truest match indeed, brother. Okay, usually we see, Camille fighting Natalia Markova a lot in NWA. For a change, we're actually going to be watching them teaming up. That's nice. Deonna lost. Are you kidding me? I should have seen that coming. I knew they stick it on Trinity. You're right, James. And, I also wanted Deonna to win because, her winning tonight would have possibly taken this rivalry to the next level, and there's more to come in the story. Now, Trinity with the victory, with the championship, it makes sense. It's a PR move. I mean, you talk about the Iconics. They won the tag team championships on day one. They made their debut, Impact Wrestling, and the first match that they wrestled on their debut night was for the titles. Impact Wrestling will pay a lot of money to these, former WWE stars to come on board, and they want to put the titles on them so they get all the exposure, so the company, the promotion gets more eyes on the product. So they'll do it for PR, but you can't blame them. It's true, they need it. But that's right. Shelley will retain this true. Absolutely. I mean, let's count the number of championships that have changed hands tonight, because a lot of titles have changed hands, right? Let's count them all together once. This is number 1, number 2. It's 3, 4. Okay, so far we have reviewed 4 title matches, and all 4 title matches had seen title changing hands. So we're at 4 right now. 5. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. We have seen pay-per-views where, in every single title match, the title's been retained. But so far, Slammiversary, every single title match, the titles have changed hands. We barely get to see a pay-per-view where every single title has changed hands. If Nick Aldis wins Slammiversary, every single title will change hands. That is crazy. That is insane. Okay, but let's see. And for that reason alone, I want Aldis to win because it's going to be historic. I mean, Slammiversary 2023, all the champions lost their titles. That is crazy. Anyways, here we are, by the way. We're talking about AAA at the moment, and is it Camille? Camille starting things off. Very nice. Both Natalia and Camille are in red here tonight as well. I see that True mentioned that Taya is also in red. That's sweet. I am currently on commercial when it comes to Collision, so that's that. But Camille looking good in red, and so is Natalia Markova. Come to AEW, Deonna. You'll be treated with more respect than this. Interestingly, I remember that Deonna Purrazzo came to AEW, I believe Dynamite, to drop her... What title was that? Was it the AEW Women's title, or was it the ROH title? Well, she came to drop one of the titles. I believe it was the ROH title, right? She came to drop the title, and... What title was that? I can't even recall. I think it was the ROH title. But anyways, she came to drop the title. I don't think she got the pop that she deserved. I don't believe that people popped very big for Deonna in AEW. I'm not sure if people were not familiar with her or they were just rooting for their hometown, their AEW star, because it was the AEW crowd. So it was more of an Impact versus AEW kind of a match. So maybe they were rooting for the AEW star over Impact star. But I feel like Deonna did not get big of an ovation or big of a pop that night. But that's that. Let's see. Camille, she looking good, says Ricky. Camille always looking good. She's looking great. That's right. ROH. Thanks for that, James. Thank you. Hello, Toni Strong, says True. True looks happy. The way True wrote that, I thought Toni Strong showed up in the outfit that, True was hoping she would show up in. So let's see. Right now she's wearing a robe. We shall see what's up in store for us. Was bad. Deonna, she lost the title at main event for Dynamite. Was bad 2-minute main event. Of course, she was going to drop the title. She came in there to drop the title, and return it to AEW, return it to Tony Khan's territory. So that happened. But I agree with you, it could have been a better match. But, that night they were on a mission to make their champion or their star look better than the Impact Wrestling star. And it was mission accomplished for them. I mean, every single time, I believe every single time that Impact and AEW has crossed paths, Impact has taken a knee. Let's talk about that big match, Swann versus Kenny Omega, right? Let's talk about that match. We got Kenny Omega winning both the Impact Wrestling title as well as the AEW title, right? So, yeah, Impact Wrestling has taken a knee before AEW every single time, and that's the truth. But, you know, it's understandable, too. I remember when I did the interview with Swann for that match, prior to that match, it was so interesting because Swann, I feel, now that I think about it, I think you guys have listened to that interview, right? I released it. I streamed it on Twitch when we were doing Twitch last year. I believe that I streamed it on Twitch that time. But yes, Swann, that day, you know, he was late for the interview, first of all. And when he showed up, his camera was off. I asked him, can you turn your camera on? And he said, my phone's camera is broken. Which I think he was lying, but that's okay. And then he sounded a little bit, you know, out of it. I don't know. Maybe he had a good night prior to the interview or something, but he just, yeah, seemed out of it. Was interesting. PCW Ultra said TripleMania. That's right, dear Ricky. They are indeed over here. Look like Ruby is over her loss. It seems like it. By the way, Toni, wait a second. Taya is looking good. You know, it's interesting that Taya is actually rocking the Christmas colors months prior to Christmas. It's like red and white. She's looking good, though. She's looking very good. Let's see. I hope Taya better tonight. I hope Taya better tonight than her last match. She looks horrible. Well, let's see, brother. And Toni Storm now, taking it back, goes over to the ringside area, trying to catch a breather. Taya stays in the ring, which is a smart thing to do. You should never follow your opponent at ringside and then follow them into the ring because it always backfires. But anyways, Toni Storm gets in over here, and now look at her just with those boots to the face over and over again, just rubbing her boot across Taya's face, adding insult to injury, of course. I wish Taya, she was a AAA. You know, usually when we watch AAA shows, we see Taya over there for AAA shows. We usually do see it. Tonight is an exception because, of course, Battle of the Belts is going on right now, so she had to be here considering she's under contract with AEW, so it makes sense. That's right, Ricky. You're right about that. Speaking of TripleMania, by the way, Camille is still going on strong, doing pretty damn well. Look at those with those kicks to the gut. And this is the second consecutive event, I believe, I believe the second that Camille has been a part of here in AAA. Good for her. Looking to carry her up on her shoulders. Tables alerts is Ricky, really. By the way, speaking of Impact Wrestling 2, Nick Aldis here in the ring is unbelievable. What a great night of wrestling we've had so far, really. It's been an incredible night. We have seen some fantastic matches, a lot of title changes, especially with Impact Wrestling. 5 title changes so far. It's been a great night, really has been. And Shelley in the ring now, of course, holding up the title most likely for the last time here, because I think Shelley is gonna lose. Now, True is always right with his predictions, and True says that Shelley is gonna win. But I'm gonna go against True for the first time ever tonight, and I'm gonna say Nick Aldis should win and will win, because I want to see all titles changing hands tonight, including the world title. So we shall see. But coming up next is Shelley Aldis one-on-one, and the referee rings the bell. The match is underway. Of course, Nick Aldis just towering over Shelley. Good old-fashioned wrestler. Oh my goodness, Shelley! I don't know what he was holding in his mouth, but he spat it right there in Nick Aldis' face. I think he kind of blinded him right there. I did not see it coming. I don't think Nick Aldis saw it coming. But wow, Shelley took everybody aback with that move. He just sprayed something right in the face of Nick Aldis. But Nick Aldis still trying to fight back. There you go. Big powerbomb to Shelley. Just like that. Shelley like a mosquito. He climbed off Nick Aldis' shoulder. Was trying to hit him with those punches to the head. Nick Aldis grabs him and hits him with a powerbomb. And Shelley is now in severe trouble. Speaking of TripleMania, by the way. We've got... There you go. What do we have here? Is it... all ladies in the ring at the moment. Vivo Van in trouble. Guys, what do you think about Vivo Van? Let me know your honest opinion, thoughts on Viva. Let me know what you think about her. Wow, Natalia Markova with the dance moves over there in the center of the ring. I respect Natalia, I really do. At first I did not. I thought she was just here, as a model entering wrestling. That's it. I thought she was just here. She wouldn't last 2 years in pro wrestling, but she proved me wrong. And she has been wrestling, in and out quite a while. NWA, she's been a regular, and she's also been working the indies. Natalia Markova has earned my respect, really has. I mean, wrestling is not an easy sport, easy industry, especially for newcomers like Natalia. But she has been persistent and has been driven to succeed. That has got her, of course, over here all the way to TripleMania, and that shows a lot about her. You can talk about a lot of other people who tried to enter the world of wrestling, but they left. The biggest example of it is Natalia Markova's partner in NWA, Paula Mayfield. When she came to wrestling, she was so excited, all giddy about it. 90 Day Fiancé's big star. She has over 1 million followers on Instagram. She was super thrilled about being a wrestler. I approached her for an interview, which she very graciously accepted, instantly replying to me. And, we did the interview on Instagram. Lots of people tuned in. Lots of housewives tuned in. Lots of ladies. I've never had so many ladies in the chat. But that day we had 200, 300 people watching us live on Instagram. And all ladies in the chat. Going berserk. That was that. So Paula Mayfield, unfortunately, did not last too long in the world of pro wrestling. I don't think she wrestles anymore. But again, it goes on to show you that wrestling is not everybody's cup of tea. You can love wrestling, and you can love it from afar. But once you're in it, it's a whole different ball game. That's right. Sting faces James. That's right. This is the good match over TripleMania. I agree. Natalia Markova right now killing it. AEW gone. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to be watching. I'm just getting a look at the Sting face right here. Sting face to Toni Storm. Toni Storm in trouble. Big trouble here. It is Taya dominating. Nick Aldis also dominating on the other end of the programming here. Nick Aldis has this match in control. Taya goes for the cover on Toni. Toni with a kick out once again. Going on. Nick Aldis running over to one and only Alex Shelley. Shelley with an elbow strike. Nick Aldis has got his number for sure. Every single move that Alex Shelley has tried to throw at Nick Aldis has reversed it. Most of the moves here tonight. More booty meat in trios match. You guys. Wait. James? True? Ricky? Everybody? Are you seeing what I'm seeing in AEW? Because for me as well, the screen is all black. I don't know what happened. So the screen went to pitch black, and they gave us a commercial. I guess it happened to everybody, but we are all of a sudden on a commercial break. I think there was some technical difficulties, but we had the show going on, and we just went to a black screen and followed that up with the commercial. Must have been a technical error that they'll fix it during the commercial. That makes sense, James. Thanks for that, my brother. Yeah, we are indeed in a commercial right now. But anyways, that gives us time to focus on the booty meat, just like True said, in the trios match. And of course, this one-on-one match, the main event going on in Impact Wrestling. Yeah, they do that all the time, says True. Yeah. Nobody knows technical difficulties as... Oh my goodness! Wait a second! We've got the man of the hour, Ron DMG brother. You missed out on the Orange Cassidy match. It just happened a few minutes ago. You missed out on that match. We were thinking about you when that match actually happened. But good to see you, brother Ron DMG. Hope you're doing well. And he says AEW canceled due to lack of interest. I know James is typing a response to that already. Ron DMG, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend. I saw everyone on Twitter, AEW Go Dark. Yeah, there must have been technical difficulties. And nobody knows technical difficulties as well as I do. So, I understand. Ricky says match is over. What trios match? Is that right? Viva Van, by the way, in a tough spot. So Viva, a PCW Ultra Star champion, has been... And she picks up a loss here in AAA, so that's sad. But she's been trying hard to get signed. She wants to get signed. When Dark was a thing, she used to appear our Dark regularly hoping to get signed. I was told by PCW Ultra that she would get signed by AEW eventually. It hasn't happened yet. I don't know if it's gonna be happening, but she was a hopeful, AEW signee, but it hasn't happened yet. So, but she's been really desperate and has been working hard to get signed by either WWE or AEW. I don't feel like she's gonna picked up by the WWE, but AEW perhaps. We shall see. Camille and them lost. That's right. The Team USA, I guess we can call them. They have lost. That's right. That girl walking, says Toni. Oh dear. That's right. That's right. And here, speaking of Impact Wrestling, by the way, we've got this guy, Aldis, still in control. I've seen enough of Pockets as Run DMG, my brother. Once again, great to see you. That's your fault. You missed great wrestling, says True. There you go. I love Julia Hart, says Toni. Yep. Julia is great. She's sweet. Let's see, what else do we have here? Kimmel and them lost. Well, I see Cornette has entered the chat. Cornette. I like that. Okay. Oh my goodness, we are here. We're back here from the commercial break. AEW is back on screen again, and Julia Hart is here. Now I know why you said Julia Hart. Makes sense. Julia looking good, by the way. Looking very good. So this match is more of an impromptu match, right? Because it wasn't meant to be. We were not going to be seeing this match tonight. Tonight, they only had 3 matches in store. Orange Cassidy versus Lance, Toni versus Taya, Luchasaurus versus Shawn Spears. This match, I believe, is an impromptu. Pockets is still better than what most of WWE puts out. He's a unique act, and that's what's... So, speaking of Orange, and I know everybody probably knows this story, but Tony Khan was not sold on the gimmick or the idea either at first. He was not sold on Orange Cassidy at first when he met him, but when he saw him perform, Tony Khan, he realized what money he was going to bring, what a unique act he really is, and of course, found gold right there. What the hell is going on? I know, they cut away from that match. I don't know. Wait a second. Wait. I'm really surprised. What has happened in AEW? So, that was super confusing. That was super confusing, really was. So, and it's gonna be super awkward for the ladies, by the way, in the ring, who were wrestling. The match was not over, and all of a sudden they switched over from the match to the presentation where they are being presented with the Owen Hart, cup and the titles. Must have been super awkward for the poor ladies in the ring. Poor Julia Hart, yeah. But yeah, awkward. I mean, I've got to say, maybe the previous match that was going on, of course, that ended during the technical difficulties, and they must have put that match on, impromptu match on, to cover up during the technical difficulties. And once we were back on TV, they just randomly, very quickly switched over to this segment. A little chaotic, but that's what happens when live TV is on and you've got technical difficulties. They've got to work it out somehow. So that's that. I know, James. I know exactly how you're feeling. Yep. I don't. Does anybody know who won that match, the Toni Storm match? Let me take a look, if I can find it. Toni Storm. A second. Trying to look it up. Okay, so Toni Storm won. Toni Storm defeated Taya, and Toni Storm is still the champion. That's that. It happened while we were on the commercial break. Toni Storm, yes, that's right, true. She is victorious. She has defeated Taya Valkyrie, and also that match, the Julia Hart match, it's not being counted as a match currently. It just is not happening. As you can see, Julia Hart and the lady have cleared the ring. They're no longer wrestling, so that's that. There was just an impromptu thing that they put together in case we were not coming back, I believe, from the commercial, and they were just covering up for it. So that's that. We see referee versus referee in Triple A, says Ricky. Triple A can get crazy sometimes with that. So that's that. All right. Congrats to the new Impact Knockouts World Champion Trinity. That's right, brother. That's correct. And speaking of Impact,
is that true? I don't know. He wears like...
I gotta mute Triple A because I'm trying to focus on Impact right now. Let's see.
agonizing pain right now.
Look at Aldis with a charge off of the ropes and a big close.
Aldis with a big clothesline right there to poor Shelley. Shelley down one more time. I mean, every single time that I've actually, looked over at Impact Wrestling, this guy Aldis has been dominating. Shelley really has been struggling here tonight. I do not see Shelley winning in any shape or form. But we shall see. Aldis now looking to climb the top turnbuckle. Maybe everybody watching TNT TV went dark, but everybody watching TNS and AEW did not. Perhaps, you're right. So, different networks, different stations. I'm pretty sure though half the people are watching it on watchwrestling.inc or whatever these websites are. So that's that. But if you've got a superplex incoming here, Shelley attempting a superplex on Aldis, and he does it, and this could be a game changer right here. Superplexing a big guy like Aldis definitely takes a toll on their body. And Shelley now, one step ahead, of course, lighter guy, smaller guy. Also, this could be the moment that he really was looking for. If he's able to get back to his feet here before Aldis does, this could be the game changer that he needs. Cody is so very happy for Ricky. It was crazy. The ending to it, CM Punk's look on his face, the absolute shock, the disbelief. It was absolutely incredible. I loved it. I really did. Great stuff. And here we are, Shelley trying to fight back. Kick, chop from Shelley. Nick Aldis, though, with a clear slap to the face. And a slap to the face, you take it personally. And he just slaps Shelley in the face right here. Shelley is angry. We got an Irish Whip coming up over here. Nick Aldis running over to Shelley. Shelley one step ahead again. He sends Nick Aldis face first into the second turnbuckle. Aldis is in trouble. AGV got Monster at AAA. Monster. What monster are we talking? Oh, Ladder You talk about them. I was just talking about Ladder like a few minutes ago, yeah? Ladder the NWA Tag Team Champions, of course, they're coming out here with the NWA titles too. Ladder are not under contract with the NWA. Very surprisingly, they're not. And it's unbelievable. I thought they were very much under contract, but they're not. Anyways, they're here representing NWA tonight, and as we have seen tonight, we have seen a lot of the collaboration here between AAA, NWA, as well as PCW Ultra. That's what's been happening here tonight so far. Shelley going for the cover on Aldis. Aldis kicking out. Shelley has him where he wants him. Submission hold locked in real tight. I think this match is going to go for another 5 minutes or so. But Aldis rolling Shelley up for the cover. Shelley kicking out again. We are currently once again on a commercial break when it comes to Collision. Coming up next is the main event, the final title match of the night. Luchasaurus, Shawn Spears. We shall see what happens. And True says Lucha Bros are probably there too. Probably, you're right about that. And here we are, brothers. By the way, I'm surprised. These shady-ass websites are working so well tonight, it's almost like I'm watching it on Fight. They're working so well tonight. I'm so happy. Anyways, it's got Aldis with a pile driver to Shelley. Is this it? Going for the cover. Yeah. Shelley kicks out. The match still continues. Of course, a hard-fought battle, without a doubt. Speaking of AAA, a lot of rebellion showing off, showboarding going on over there for them. Once again, going for the cover on Shelley, and Shelley still with the kick out. Crazy match. Very cool. So far, I don't know the names of everybody who was involved tonight. Wait a second, Shelley grabs the title. This could lead to a disqualification, but I don't think he actually is in control of himself to realize what he's actually jeopardizing right now. Shelley hands over the title to the referee. Distraction. Aldis with a low blow to Shelley. True, you're going to be wrong this time, brother, because Aldis is going to be victorious. Going for the cover, and Shelley still kicks out. Crazy. Oh, goodness. Did not expect for this to happen. Aldis hits him with a low blow, and with his finisher, and goes for the cover, but Shelley kicks out. I thought, okay, this is the first time ever I'm going to rub it in his face. True is going to be wrong, but no. Shelley still kicks out. Are we looking at a retain here? Because it looks like it. Shelley gets back to his feet here. Aldis this time was going to go for a title shot. Shelley DDT, straight Aldis head bouncing off the gold. And Aldis in trouble. Shelley with a super kick. Aldis one more time trying to no-sell the kick. Getting back up to his feet even though he's bleeding. You know, that DDT on the title belt cut him up and he's bleeding now. Shelley goes, oh my goodness. Once again, True proving why he's the best. Again. I don't know how you do it, but you were right again, True. Shelley is still champion. Holy crap. Talk about a transitional champion. I guess Shelley made Aldis look like a transitional contender for the championship. Shelley is here to stay as champion. Holy crap. Crazy. Good for him. Really cool job. Shelley is champion. Amazing. Amazing. Alright, so we've got, I see, Vampiro is here, that's right, so this is going to be a trios match again. We've got Vampiro, we got Jack Evans, and Aramis versus Pagano. Love Pagano and La Rebellion. You already know it, guys, I'm here supporting Pagano and La Rebellion. I think there are most likely going to be victorious tonight. We shall see what else happens. Let's see. But good for Shelley, champion. A successful retain for the guy here. Alert, Vampiro is here. That's right, Ricky. Vampiro is here indeed tonight. And he is going to be teaming up with Jack Evans and Aramis here. Good stuff. True is best. You're right, Ricky. Once again, True proving why he is the very best. But good job here, Shelley. Congratulations. And also, I've got to say, great pay-per-view from Impact Wrestling. They never disappoint. I don't think we have ever watched an Impact Wrestling pay-per-view that was not good. Every single pay-per-view that Impact Wrestling puts on, doesn't matter if it's Under Siege or if it's a YouTube pay-per-view or a fight pay-per-view, doesn't matter what pay-per-view it is, it's always going to be a good time. Impact Wrestling does it again with Slammiversary. We got all new champions except for the world champion. Sweet. Pagano coming out now on TripleMania. I love Pagano, and he is on his way out right here. Couldn't have all the titles changed. I know, that's why I was hoping for, even the world title to change hands. I was wanting that, so that did not happen. That's that. Anyways, let's see. Coming out now, Christian Cage here in AEW. Speaking of AAA, we got a lot of people coming out here. Wow, Pagano. Usually he comes. I know Pagano usually comes out, with his kids and everything, dressed as Pagano himself. But tonight he's coming out here, dressed like the Godfather himself, and he's coming out with his own gang. They're all coming out like a bunch of mafias and everything. Good stuff. That's right, Ricky. 10 out of 10 times anniversary. This is Joker. That is Joker. I see. Other clown, Pagano. Good stuff. He is fired up indeed. So, Vampiro, Jack Evans, Aramis versus Pagano and La Rebellion trios match. My money is on Pagano and La Rebellion. After this match, we're going to be seeing an Atomicos match. Atomicos match. And Atomicos matches, let's see about it. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with this stipulation, so let's take a look at it. Atomicos match. So it says it's a tag team match, I see. So it's a tag team match. Okay. That's Team Chilingo versus Team Baja. Interesting. Then we've got an ambulance match that's going to be Pentagon Jr. versus QT Marshall. After that, a tag team match again, Rush and LA Park versus Sam Adams and Psycho Clown. And then we've got Vikingo and Kenny Omega one-on-one in the main event. So that's that. New challengers is true. Wait a second. Oh dear. Oh my goodness, I see it now. Alright, cool, that's nice. This is going to be a big challenge, of course, for the champion. And speaking of AEW now, Shawn Spears on the second rope with a series of punches straight to the head. Shoulder tackle from Lucha Kane. Shawn Spears goes down with just a shoulder tackle. That's surprising. Yeah. he's definitely not winning. If he's gonna sell a shoulder tackle that much, he's definitely not winning. Come on. Did I even expect for this guy to win? That's a joke. Alright. Okay. Yeah, definitely not winning. Alright, guys. But great pay-per-view for Impact Wrestling again. Let's turn the lights off on this one too, because we're now done with 2 pay-per-views. 2 more coming up. Going on here. It's Battle of the Belts and TripleMania still going on. Alright, uppercut here from Lucha Kane to Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears goes down. Lucha Kane still in control. Wow. Jack Evans with those kicks in. By the way, did anybody know that Jack Evans still lives in Mexico? And, he has had he's a father, a single father if I'm not wrong. But, I don't know if he's married now. But Jack Evans, anyway, is a father, and he's got a lot of responsibilities. And quite a few injuries as well in his, in the books, which is definitely hard. If you're looking at Jack Evans right now, you can tell the story of struggle. Yeah, he doesn't look his best. He's not in the best shape. Look at his face, and you can kind of tell. I interviewed Jack Evans, and I've got to say it was not my most favorite interview because I saw a very sorry state of Jack Evans. He did not look the happiest, the best. He looked like he was struggling. He talked about the struggles of living over there where he's living right now, where even the cops can be against you. They try to, just have some way to get money out of you, get you in trouble, and all that stuff. So it's sad. I really felt bad for Jack Evans after that interview. But, most likely he's doing okay over there. He probably is used to the place, and that's why he still continues to live there. And of course, being in Mexico, he's here tonight in Lucha Libre, AAA. La Rebellion trying to fight hard, but they're not doing well right here. Not so far, D-Sing. Thank you for the love again, Mr. D-Sing. Appreciate that. Flying in, drop kick. La Rebellion definitely in trouble. We got Aramis doing pretty damn well here. Showing off. Showboarding going on in the ring here. By the way, love the 6-sided ring in these shows, right? Lucha Libre 6-sided rings, they're great. I kind of miss the days that Impact Wrestling also had the 6-sided rings. Those were some good days. Yeah. Speaking of AEW Battle of the Belts, once again, body slam to this guy, Shawn Spears. I mean, I don't even know how is this thing main eventing. Shawn Spears is literally a punching bag here for Lucha Kane, and that's it. Nothing else, nothing more than a punching bag. Shawn Spears is struggling here against Lucha Kane. It really is. Let's see. I see Ricky has sent me something. Maxine copying. Alright. I like that. So Ricky sent me a picture of Maxine and saying that Maxine is copying Mandy Rose over here. I see you, Ricky. I see you. Alright. I don't know if there's somebody who misses Mandy Rose in the WWE. It's Ricky. I know Ricky misses her. But it's cool. Oh dear. So very sadly, I just opened Instagram and I came across a post that, unfortunately, it was a post from Fred Rosser, Darren Young in the WWE. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, Darren Young or Fred Rosser has lost his dad, his father, and that's a terrible, tremendous loss. And feel for him right now. Feel bad for him. God bless him, his family in this tough time, and hope this stays strong. And God give them strength, but it's a terrible time for them. Just came across a post on Instagram just now. Terrible. Anyways, let's see here. We've got Shawn Spears now trying to fight back. Lucha Kane in trouble. I'm so very happy for New Japan's Mercedes, Monet, and Impact's Trinity. That's right, both of them are doing well. Trinity, by the way, did a recent interview with the New York Post where she said that nobody really knows about what happened that day in the WWE when Mercedes and Trinity, both of them, walked out of the company. Nobody but those people involved know. And she said that the reason why she walked out of the company was because of the way that she was treated that particular night. That she was not treated well. She was not treated with respect. That she did not go into detail, but she said that because of the way she was treated by the company that day, she walked out. Not because of the way that they were using those titles or putting them in the mid card or whatnot. She left because of the treatment by the staff members backstage. So I guess we will hear more about it someday, but in brief, she said that she left because of the treatment, not anything else. So that's that. Anyways, ringside, we got more distraction from Christian Cage and Shawn Spears paying the price for it. Choke slam to the table. Shawn Spears is down and in trouble here once again. Alright guys, also just to let you guys know, I will have to be moving in just a bit, so what we're going to be doing is that once Battle of the Belts goes off the air, I will be leaving, and I'll be seeing you guys on Monday for Raw. So it's going to be a long night, still ahead, still to go. We've been doing this since 5 o'clock, it's almost 9 o'clock over here now. So, yeah, it's time for me to go somewhere. So we're going to be back Monday night for Raw. We're just waiting until Battle of the Belts is off the air. And we'll continue the fun on Monday night for Raw. And here we are. Of course, Lucha Cage is picking up the pieces here. Picking up Shawn Spears, getting him up on his feet. James, but it was a great night tonight. Impact Wrestling and AEW together, they killed it. Very good job here from both the companies. Especially Collision was a banger. I feel like Battle of the Belts tonight is more like Rampage. Or even, I guess, even a milder version of Rampage. Not the craziest Battle of the Belts, but a nice post-show dessert after Collision. Collision was fantastic, and I cannot wait for next week's show. So let's see here. We got no more TripleMania for you, AJ. That's right, brother. My brother, true. I've got to make a move. Actually, today is what we call Sangran, and today is the first day of the month for us. And usually we go, and pray today. So it's Sunday morning, So we're gonna be going out. So, yeah, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of TripleMania, but I'll be here Monday for Raw. I said it before and I'll say it again, says Gary. There's nothing better than Saturday Night Wrestling. You're right, Gary, you're right, especially Collision. It's great. And here we are, Christian Cage stacking up that steel chair in that corner. And that steel chair could definitely be getting some work done. Let's see. That could be the game changer in this match. And it is the game changer. I feel like I saw it coming. Lucha Kane goes headfirst into the steel chair, but Shawn Spears goes for the cover, looking to steal the victory, but, could not get the job done. The match still continues. Shawn Spears, that was his only chance, his only shot at victory here tonight. Of course, that did not happen, which means that Luchasaurus is definitely winning. Definitely winning. And that's right, True also said the Lucha Kane wins, and with that being said, yep, he wins. Good stuff. Great show on tonight by AEW as well as Impact Wrestling. Both three of the shows that we watched tonight, Battle of the Belts, Slammiversary, and of course Collision. All great shows. Had a lot of fun watching them. And yeah, with that being said, Battle of the Belts is over, and Christian Cage, Lucha Kane, still the TNT champion. I'm not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna wait until this match is over before we make a move. So let's see. But great show. Tonight, I believe, from all the shows that we've watched tonight, I have to give it to Collision. I think that Collision was the best show of the night. Maybe even more than Slammiversary. Collision was shorter than Slammiversary, obviously, but it had great wrestling. Better than, I believe, even Impact. I had a fantastic time watching Collision. I think it was the show of the night for me. Let's see. They're showing the End of the Storm match because of the technical issues. Let's see. Oh, I see. They're showing it now. All right. Wait a second.
Pagano barely got there.
You know what I feel, True? It's very nice of them to do that, because if they wanted to, they could have just ignored it and went off the air. But the fact that they're taking the time to show the rest of the match, it kind of tells you a lot about the company and them caring about their product and the fans. It's very, very nice of them, really is. I wish that they would also finish off that match that happened, that impromptu match that Julia Hart was a part of. Apparently, the way they just very randomly switched over from the match to the segment was so awkward. But yeah, I've got to say, it really shows a lot about the company. It's little things like these that matter, and it kind of sets AEW apart from the rest. It's great. And here we are. Pagano.
From the barrios of the streets to the bright lights of TripleMania, Pagano will fight you anywhere.
It's sweet. I mean, it's a nice trios match. But the truth is that you're not really watching TripleMania unless Pagano starts bleeding. And I don't see any blood here tonight so far. It's Pagano. He looks okay. So that's that. After this match, we've still got 4 matches yet to come. And the main event is where, things are really going to go crazy. I believe the main event and the co-main event. Because in the co-main event, we got Rush and LA Park versus Sam Adonis and Psycho Clown. I love Psycho Clown. So, him and LA Park and Rush going to be there in the same match. Things are going to be going crazy for sure. And the main event, we got Vikingo and Kenny Omega. That is something that I'm definitely going to be catching up later, because that is going to be something. And poor man here, poor guy, being outnumbered by everybody. We're talking about Jack Evans being outnumbered by, of course, La Rebellion and Pagano. Poor punching bag here. Kenny is at Mexico. That's right. Tonight, the main event is Kenny Omega versus Vikingo. That's right. Yes, true. Yes, it is a surprise. It is definitely a surprise. But I believe it kind of goes on to show that AAA is cool with everybody. They are this kind of force in Mexico that they even turn their rivals into their friends. Remember Alberto Del Rio when I did the interview with him, right? Alberto was kind of seeing AAA as competition, and he wanted to create this promotion against AAA, yeah? And a few months later, what happens is that Alberto is now wrestling for AAA. He wrestled in I believe the April show that TripleMania held in this year. So it shows that AAA somehow makes it work out with everybody. Let it be AEW or, you talk about NWA, PCW, or even Alberto Del Rio, who was competition basically, turning them into friends as well. It's crazy. Good stuff. That's right, Ricky Business has picked up indeed.
We got a fight breaking out.
Gonna get a little maybe AAA versus NWA Tag Team Champion action going on here.
This matchup has come to a standstill.
Here, just standing on the apron, just cracking me up for some reason.
Stereo dive! This tag team matchup has stopped.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the match was going on, and I got a little bit confused because I never saw a pin happen, right? Never saw the pinfall. And all of a sudden, you see this entrance happening, and the AAA tag team champions come out, and they start taking out the NWA tag team champions. That's La Rebellion. And everybody forgets about the match, except for the commentators who keep reminding us that the match has come to a standstill. Funny enough, the AAA tag team champions, they take out La Rebellion, and they just walk back. They would just walk to the back, just like nothing happened. And we're once again back to the match. So that was a funny little interruption right now. Vampiro looks bad right now. Yep. Up on the top turnbuckle. I think it's time for Vampire to really hang it up now. Really. Oh my, Taurus coming in here. Taurus was not even supposed to be a part of this. Oh dear. The best part about AAA sometimes to me is that I have no idea who's supporting who. And, it's the unexpected nature of anything crazy happening. Anybody showing up is what I love about these shows. They're the best. But Taurus out of nowhere coming in over here with the steel tray and the other masked wrestler here with the steel chair. And what are they trying to do? So Taurus first comes in here and takes on Pagano, which makes me think, okay, he's like against Pagano and La Rebellion. But then he turns attention to Vampiro and starts taking him out too. So what is happening? Yes, he was in the Battle Royal. That's right, brother.
Oh, it's Tejano! Tejano's back at AAA! We haven't seen him in what, 2 years?
Tejano and Taurus. Last time we saw Tejano was, what was that, maybe with Jeff Jarrett?
Who's this?
Estrelita's in the ring!
What is going on here?
Like this either, and she's gonna pay for it!
Oh my goodness. A powerbomb to the poor lady.
Estrelita gets powerbombed! But why is Tejano here? Why is he...
What the hell is happening?
And Larry, this match is still going on! Jack
Of course
Evans-
it is. It's total chaos.
What was Jack Evans expecting? Why would you fly in over here when you've got Taurus and Tejano here? Why would you do that? Jack Evans set himself for, suicide over there. But okay, I mean, Tejano is now taking on, he took out Jack Evans, he's now taking out Aramis. So, and now he's going after Pagano too. So these guys come in here and they go after everybody in the ring. So are we not going to get an end to this match? It's chaos right now. You're right about that, True. Chaos only. Wow.
Why now? Why Pagano?
About to find out together.
¡Qué sorpresa verlos una vez más, Triple A!
Are they not going to translate that?
Tal cual, lo dejé.
No translation? You kidding me?
Que en esta ocasión, tanto Taurus como yo venimos a renovar los nuevos mercenarios. ¡Nuevos mercenarios! ¡Pagano!
Man, these Fight TV translators are the worst. Oh dear.
Porque todo eso, lo del Juan de la Barrera, lo de Chihuahua, y como ya te diste cuenta, TripleMania Tijuana, yo soy el orquestador para beneplácito de toda esta gente, perros.
It seems like it, yeah.
No vengo solo, raza. Los mercenarios se van a recargar y estén presentes porque el Tex-Mex.
Yeah, it seems like we're not gonna get the end to that match.
Junior está de vuelta, perros. And he's not done yet. You've taken enough from Pagano. You've taken much of his career. You've played these mind games.
Somebody else coming in here. What's happening?
And apparently, what that leads to
That was his own music. What is happening?
of a new Los Mercenarios.
Oh, it's his own music playing right now. Good stuff. So we're not getting the end to that match. You're right, True. The match has been thrown out, it seems. So that's that. That's that. Just music. You're right. The one thing that's very unique to AAA is that the commentators can be heard in the arena. So the Spanish commentators can actually be heard by the crowd sitting over there. And if somebody comes in and jumps in, you hear the commentators scream, "Oh my goodness, this guy's shown up, this guy's shown up." And I've never been to the wrestling show where you can actually hear commentary for the live audience. So I wonder what kind of a experience would that be? I mean, I'm wondering if that's a good experience or a bad experience to hear the commentators just screaming at you when something crazy is happening in the ring. It must be a unique experience though, but I've never been a part of such an event. That's why I would love to go to AAA show one day, Lucha Libre at TripleMania. Would be a fun experience. One day. All right.
Tag champions, NWA tag champions, Pagano and Vampiro, one-on-one. We thought we were going to settle this between the two of them.
All right.
As if Vampiro was the attacker.
Vampiro headed to the back, so we're not gonna get
Attackers, I should
a
say.
winner here. That match basically ends in no contest. Vampiro, Jack Evans, Aramis versus Pagano, La Rebellion. It's over. I like that. in India, cricket is like a passion. Like lots of people, most of the people most of the kids in India, they look at cricket as a dream, and they look at these cricket players as heroes. And it seems like in Mexico, it's the same way for wrestling. I see a lot of kids sitting in the arena, and they look up to these wrestlers as heroes, as idols. It's great. It's great. And that's one reason I love wrestling is because, you can fall in love with Spider-Man and Superman and Batman only to realize they're not real. But in case of wrestlers, they are very much real, so that's what I love about wrestling. They're like real-life superheroes right here.
On the Spanish side now.
They're going to try to make sense of this almost, as we are as well. I'll tell you what, though, I would love to see Aldis and Commander. I had no idea they were even in the building, Larry. But they came out, and obviously, we talked about territorial pride is so important, and wearing those AAA World Tag Team titles. Larry, you were with me for much of last year when those titles were not defended here in Mexico. They were with FTR throughout the world, and I know Aldis and Commander are very proud of the fact they are representing AAA in Mexico.
Kenny Omega also has put out a picture. Ricky just sent this to me, but Kenny also has put out a picture writing that Lucha Libre AAA tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Of course, it is for the singles match for the AAA Omega Championship. So if Kenny Omega wins this title, he's most likely gonna show up Wednesday night with that championship. So I'm totally in for it. It will be interesting to see him walking out with the AAA Omega title in AEW. So I'm in for it. I want Kenny Omega to win tonight. I don't know if it's gonna be happening. Perhaps could end in a no contest, but I'd like to see it happen.
Absolutely anything can happen.
Alright, I hate to say this, but true, my brother. I will see you on Monday for Raw. I hope you have a great night. I don't want to go. I want to stick around. But, with AAA, there's a lot of commentary and, time taken before we get to the match. So, I'll see you, brother, on Monday. Thank you so much for being here. You're the best. You really are the best, and you mean a lot to me. Thank you, True. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, everybody. James, Ron DMG, everybody who was here. Thank you so much, Gary. And I hope you all have a good night, sleep well, and I will see you on Monday. Andrew, Nautic, thank you. Thank you, True. Bye-bye. Good night. Enjoy the rest of the show. Take care. Bye-bye.